offensively in particular, for more than just a couple of guys, and that's going to help today. They will need that.
Yeah, like Obi Agbum, he's been in double-figure scoring now 4 games in a row.
Yeah, and that's after a pretty rough start to Big 12 play. His assist-to-turnover ratio is still really high. It's right at, well, actually just under 4 a game, which is among national leaders. But he's got to score the basketball, and he's been doing that. We saw his ability to score big in games in Germany back in July, so we knew he was capable. He's starting to do it, and again, John, he's going to have to score the ball today, he and maybe a couple others.
Pat, this is one of the opponents for the Bears that we see twice in a season. That doesn't happen for everybody anymore. Iowa State played exactly 1 month ago today in Waco and won the game in Waco. What do you remember about that game, and then what's it like to see a team a second time?
Well, what I remember was great first half.
Yeah.
And what I also remember, John, is the work that the Bears did on Milan Momcilovic. Is that what we're going to go with?
Momcilovic?
Right. Yeah, it changes a little bit every year. But this is a guy, we'll get into him as we get into a little closer to game time. He is an elite shooter. He might be the best pure shooter I have seen in all the years we've been covering Big 12 basketball. In that game, the Bears limited him to 6 shots. He scored 4. That was his season low in terms of points produced in a game. So I remember that, and then I remember in the second half, Iowa State just went back to what they do to win basketball games. Kind of interesting, too. So what does that mean for today? Thing about Iowa State is not a whole lot's tricky with them. I mean, they're just going to do what they do to win games, and they have the personnel to do that. So I don't think Bears going to learn a whole lot from game 1 that they'll leverage in game 2. It'll be a different environment. You're going to have 14,400 people here, and the vast majority of those are going to be wearing red.
And it's a whiteout.
Yep.
A whiteout today normally would be wearing red, but a whiteout to welcome the Bears to this nationally televised game. It's on ESPN National today. And for Baylor, that game going back to January 7th was a 70-60 win by Iowa State over Baylor, part of a 16-0 start to the season. Remember, they won their first 16 games of the year.
That's right, and had that 2-game dip. They're still 20-2.
Right.
So this is a team that most people feel like could win the national championship, get on a bit of a run, and they're on the run now. So we'll see. I think there are some things that the Bears can take from that first game, and it's those things that are going to give them a chance to win this game on the road. We'll get into some of those keys, John, but they're obviously you can learn maybe even more in a loss than you can in a win, and so there's been a lot of study there, but I think for the most part, Bears just going to continue to do what they've been able to do to get on a 2-game win streak, and I just think they're playing as well as they have played this season, and we're getting close to playing as well as they can possibly play.
And, Pat, for the second straight game, no Dan Skillings today, out with a knee tweak. Not sure how serious it is. This is 2 straight games that he's missed.
Yeah, so you go from an 8-man rotation to a 7-man rotation. So foul trouble is key today. And you just need athletes. You need guys on the floor. Skillings is not a guy the Bears are going to run their offense through, but he just makes plays. And so they'll have to figure out a way to win this game without Dan Skillings, and it won't be easy. And I'd say more on the defensive side of the game than the offense.
All right, it's Baylor and Iowa State coming up from here inside Hilton Coliseum in Ames, Iowa, where, by the way, let us give you the weather report from Ames. Today is February 7th. I don't think we've ever been up here this time of year when there's not ice and snow, quite an accumulation outside, frigid temperatures. But it is balmy here in Ames this weekend.
It's balmy. And, John, I got a little cocky this morning. I'm thinking, okay, hey, it's early spring for Ames, Iowa. Walked outside, it was 28.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean, but there's not ice, there's not snow. It's still cold, but it is not typical Ames, Iowa. Think of the number of times we've come up here and there's been 7 feet of snow.
Oh, exactly.
And 14,000 people in the stands.
And that's not going to keep them away at
No.
all. So early spring for now for the folks here in Ames. They are here to cheer on their Cyclones, who are 20-2 on the year, as Pat said, 7-2 in Big 12 conference play. They are 12-0 at home on the year as well. Baylor is 13-9. The Bears, with 2 straight wins, are 3-7 in the Big 12. Let's visit with one of the Baylor postmen, one of the Baylor seniors. We'll visit with Caden Powell when we come back. You're tuned in to the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. It's brought to you by Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked Southern flavor. Conecuh sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Back with more live from Ames on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off in a moment on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics. Play ball!
Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big-time moments, this season is packed with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Iowa Bears and Cyclones on the floor warming up. Our Courtside cam is up and running, brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. You can look right into Hilton Coliseum. There's Pat. Here I am. There's Josie Hutton down there. Josie, say hi, Josie. With Baylor Athletic Communications, David Kay will be in the seat right next to Pat, almost in Pat's lap. But David Kay will be back shortly, visiting with Nick Jose. And
Yes.
Great to see Nick Jose here.
You know, Nick always reminds me, or I'll remind him, that back in the day when he would have to sub for
Yes.
you, he and I don't know how many games we did, but it could be, 8, 9, or 10,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
We are undefeated. On the
I knew
air.
you were going to say that.
That's right.
He's never going to not mention that to
No,
us.
and that's our little thing.
Right.
And it's continued on.
Great to visit with Nick, who was at Baylor 2003 to 2017. Now here at his alma mater as the Senior Associate AD for Communications. Really good to catch up with Nick Jose. All right, how about this game today? We visited with Caden Powell, the Baylor senior post player. First question for Caden was, how about this bit of a run? 2 straight wins. How much momentum is that going into today's game?
We're extremely confident in ourselves, and we feel like we're just getting better. And one thing I can say is we're tired of losing. So to get these wins has been a great feeling, and we want to continue that.
Yeah, and this one today, a huge opportunity, isn't it, against the number 7 team in the nation?
Yes, it's a big opportunity. For us, all the games that we have down the road are huge opportunities for us. So we want to take advantage of each and every one of them.
You had a double-double against Iowa State first go-around. What do you remember about that game, and how does that translate getting to play them again?
I don't really remember too much about my double-double during the game, but I know playing them again, we were able to compete and play with them. So we came out flat during the second half, so we can't do that again, and we have to clean up a few mental mistakes that we made.
Yeah. It is different, isn't it? When you get to see a team a second time, it's like get a second shot at them.
Yes, I mean, getting to play them again, you get to get the opportunity to fix every mistake that you made in the first game, and so we want to correct that and come out with the win.
That is Caden Powell, 6'9" senior out of Midway High School, played at Rice, now here at Baylor, and very understated. You know, the thing that he said that caught my attention the most is we're tired of losing.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't ask that question, but he brought it up, so you know that's an ongoing conversation with these guys.
You know, and he's a very vocal player. He communicates really well, which is one of the things that makes him a great defensive player. But when he says that, it's kind of the still waters run deep with him. There's a lot to that guy. And John, just the production that Baylor has gotten from Caden Powell this year has been exactly what they expected, maybe even a little bit more. 5 points, almost 6, 5 rebounds, almost 6 a game. And of his rebounds, almost half of those rebounds have come on the offensive side of the floor, which has been a Baylor staple. This is traditionally, Baylor basketball is a great offensive rebounding team, and he's picked up that slack, I think, and has done most of the work on the glass for this team, and I think we'll need to continue that if they're going to make a run to finish the season.
All right, Pat, let's hear from T.J. Otzelberger. He's the head coach for the Iowa State Cyclones. Dr. G, if you can get that sound up and ready to go. T.J. Otzelberger in his 5th year here at Iowa State, his 10th season overall as Division I head coach. And, man, he has got things going again with this team at 20-2 and ranked number 7 in the season.
He's been great. I mean, I think he is perfect for Iowa State. And what I love about him is, we said it earlier, John, there's just no fluff with him. I mean, he is just, you know what we're going to do. We're going to do it really well. We're going to do it with really good personnel. And his hallmark coming to Iowa State was, we are going to guard you.
And they do.
They do.
Let's hear from T.J. Otzelberger from his press conference on Thursday. Thought it was really interesting. One of the questions asked by the media here was, how is this Baylor team different than when they played in Waco January 7th?
I think they have a better idea of like who they are and how they're going to win games. They're shooting the ball with really good confidence.
Thank you.
Point line, multiple guys are doing that. So I just think they're a team with great versatility. I think they're you get a couple wins this time of the year, you start to feel good with your confidence, and they're probably as good or better than any on the offensive glass. And they were very successful with us down in Waco, getting to the O boards and converting those into points. So we have to do a great job staying out of rotation, staying in position to block out and keep them off the glass.
That is T.J. Otzelberger in his 5th season here at Iowa State. Was here under 3 different coaches as an assistant, and now back as the head coach and doing a terrific job. I mean, this is a program that has a lot of history, and they're a very proud program. I mean, you can tell that. A reflection of that, I guess, is the way they fill this place up, 14,000 plus, no matter what the weather is.
That's right. And John, I loved his comment. I think he nailed it when he said this team is starting to figure out who they are and how they win basketball games. And that idea of identity, people don't appreciate that. I mean, you turn over a completely new roster. It's taken longer, I think, than most people expected it would for the team to really figure out its identity. Maybe we're getting close to that. Maybe they have figured it out. But that comment is spot on.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I agree with him saying that. That's sort of what we've said, the last few weeks. This team that was completely new. Nobody on this team had scored a point in a Baylor uniform before this season started. But they are coming around, and that's a real credit to our coaches.
It is. And, John, when they went through a rough start, a winless start to start Big 12 play, the key to me was the effort was there. The coaches never had to coach effort. When you've got to do that, you've got a real problem, and that has not been an issue for this team.
All right, Baylor and Iowa State on the floor, about to depart for their respective locker rooms. We will depart. And when we come back, let you hear from Baylor head coach Scott Drew. It's the Bears and the Cyclones coming up from inside Hilton Coliseum in Ames, Iowa. We're brought to you in part by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Back with our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew in a moment on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full process of quick local loan processing.
Okay.
Best rate and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy. We deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back to Ames. Let's visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. Baylor and Iowa State coming up top of the hour. Second go-around against Iowa State. They won in Waco last month. What's the difference when you get a second shot at a team like the Cyclones?
Well, I think first and foremost, you can hopefully make some adjustments from things that you did well, you want to keep doing, and things you didn't do well, you want to change. And then that's where they're obviously going to change some stuff as well. So in the beginning of the game, you figure out what their changes might be if they put different people on different guys. With our team alone, starting a different lineup with 4 guards. So we'll see how they match up with that. And I know both of us are playing good basketball the last couple games. They lost 2 in a row and then have been dominant in their last couple wins, and we've had 2 good wins. So you got 2 teams that are playing well.
2 good wins for you guys at West Virginia, Colorado at home earlier this week. What's the momentum moving forward after those 2?
Well, I think you always feel better after a win than you do a loss. At the same time, I think we're mature enough to know not to be complacent. I think after beating Oklahoma State and then going on a losing streak, that made sure that we all know just the importance of each and every game. And again, the Big 12's got more teams that have a chance to make a Final Four than I can remember. And so there's unbelievable depth. We might play as well as we can and not translate in wins, but at the same time, they're great opportunities. So you get a win at Iowa State. That's obviously a quad 1 win, and it's a great resume builder. So we have a great opportunity today, and they've been really good here, and nothing but upside for us.
Yeah. You, at one point, were worried about your team's confidence. How much of that has been boosted with 2 straight wins?
Well, definitely that helps. So both teams, again, coming in after a couple wins. So normally coaches would always rather play teams coming after a couple losses or a losing streak, because human nature is it's tough to get out of those. So at the same time, again, 1 o'clock game, typical Big 12 game, which means hard to win on the road. We've been successful in Stillwater. We've been successful in West Virginia. We need to be successful in Ames today.
What did y'all do that seemed to work pretty well against Momcilovic in the first game? He only had 4 points.
Well, I know defensively really paid. He was coming off a game where he had 8 threes or more against West Virginia. And, just showing those highlights, our guys knew we better find him. But, I mean, he's shooting over 50% in conference from 3, which is remarkable, especially since everyone knows he's a shooter and makes it tough. So it always takes a team to defend. The individual person we put on him was Obi to begin the game, and he really did a good job of being there and not letting him get space to get his shot up. So hopefully that can continue. But that's the one thing about playing teams twice. If people played a really good game, sometimes human nature is to not be as aggressive or not be as eager to play or hungry to play. We know, as you said, Milan, coming off a game of 4 points, he's going to be fired up to play.
Yeah. This is a tough place to play, like most venues are in the Big 12. But you've had some success here. You've played well here over the years.
Yeah, we've the good thing is when you coach somewhere for 23 years, hopefully you've had success everywhere for a while. So there's been streaks we've had on the positive, and then obviously. Again, it's called Hilton Magic because it is one of the tougher places to play. But we got a great opportunity. This is the first time I can remember coming up here, no snow. Yeah. So we'll be able to feel our fingertips to start the game at 1 o'clock. So it's a great opportunity. I mean, this is a really good team. This is a team that definitely has Final Four capability, and it'd be a great win for our team. And even it'd be one of those signature wins, confidence-wise, that could really help us.
Final thought, your last 2 games, both wins, you've played well from the opening tip. You've played well in the first half. That'd be huge today, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you got to get off to a quick start. And they're, after their 2-game losing streak, they were up 30 basically the next 3 games and early in the game. So if we're not ready at 1 by 1:15, it's hard to come back when you're down 20 or 30, and that's what they've been doing to Colorado, Kansas State, and Oklahoma State in their last 3 games.
All right, Coach, thanks. Good luck. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. It's Baylor and Iowa State coming up from here inside Hilton Coliseum in Ames. More of our pregame show after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. But here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back on the Connecticut Countdown to tip-off live from Ames, Iowa. Bears and Cyclones coming up. Let's get Pat's keys to the game today. Pat, would be a huge win for the Bears to win over the number 7 ranked team in the nation. Would be a 3rd straight win for the Bears. How are they going to do it?
Well, they can win this game today, John, and they have to do, among other things, I think 3 things. Number 1, they have to take care of the basketball. ISU is 6th in the country and 2nd among power conference schools in forced turnovers. In fact, they force turnovers on 22.8% of opponent possessions. So if you feed the beast here in Hilton Coliseum, you're just not going to win. And then they have to control Milan Momcilovic. This guy is an elite three-point shooter, 1st in the country in three-point field goal percentage, tied for 1st in the country in three-point field goals made per game. Bears did a nice job on him in Waco earlier. In that game, Bears lost, obviously, but if he goes off here, Bears can't win. He's a guy that can separate the game and separate it early. And then I think also got to start fast. In Bears 2 wins in the 2-game win streak they're now in the middle of. Started Oklahoma State really strong. West Virginia got out to a great start. Can't get behind early here in Hilton Coliseum, and that also means Bears got to get to a great start on the offensive side, but they can't let Iowa State start fast either. You look at their last 4 games since their 2-game stride, they have started very fast. In fact, in those 4 games, 2 30-point wins, a 34-point win versus Kansas State, and in the double-digit game win that they had, they were up by 30 at halftime. So it counts on both ends of the floor. Got to start fast, and I think make a statement that Iowa State's in for a ball game this afternoon.
All right, Pat's keys to the game, Baylor and Iowa State coming up. That'll wrap up our Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by Conecuh Sausage. Made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds along the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Let's take our final pregame break. We're back, give you the starting lineups, then we'll tip it off. Bears and Cyclones from Ames here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by, let's be friends.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment.
There he is.
Ed Brooks.
If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes.
Remember the cheerleading squad right here in the middle of the floor?
Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
This is Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And Meyer will hold the ball, toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference championship.
And this ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
Welcome back inside a jam-packed Hilton Coliseum on a whiteout Saturday. Baylor and Iowa State coming up. Let's give you our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics, bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. For Coach TJ Otzelberger and his Cyclones, 20-2 on the season, 7-2 in Big 12 play, ranked number 7 in the nation, a net ranking of number 5. Here are their starters, Taman Lipsey from right here in Ames, 6'1 senior guard, really one of the best point guards, not only in the Big 12, but in the nation as well. Killian Touré, a freshman from France, will start at the 2 guard, the front line, big and talented, 6'10 Blake Buchanan, 6'8" Milan Momcilovic, and 6'9" Joshua Jefferson, the transfer from St. Mary's. 5 starters for Iowa State. Baylor, with no Dan Skillings again today, will start Obi Agbum, Isaac Williams in the backcourt, Tunde Yesufu, Cameron Carr, and Caden Powell in the front court. Those are our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game. There's wearing the, okay, I'm colorblind. Is that green or is that gray? That's gray, right?
I'm going green.
Oh, is it green? Okay, good.
Well, yeah, a shade of green.
Okay.
I should say the dark uniforms.
We're saying the dark uniforms for Baylor.
White out. I said earlier, you see a lot of red in the stands.
Yeah.
It's all white. I mean,
it's totally
every
white.
Single participant.
And the tip was controlled there by Iowa State, but then the officials stopped play. I didn't see what happened. Now they inbound on the near side, and here we go. Iowa State in white at home. Shoots to the basket to our right here in the first half of play. Momcilovic on the perimeter, gives it to Buchanan, top of the key, to Touré. Touré to Jefferson, drives on Powell, kicks back outside to Touré, 5 to shoot. Good defense by the Bears. Touré into the paint, jump stop, shot up, blocked by Caden Powell. Put back by Buchanan, missed everything. That's a shot clock violation.
And what a great defensive effort by Caden Powell. Not only did he get the block, but he was up the defender on a high ball screen, and he made sure, I think it was Touré coming off of the screen, could not turn the corner on him, and that's really what Iowa State was trying to do.
So Bears have their possession, dark uniforms. We think green, gold numerals and lettering, shooting to the basket to our left. There's Isaac Williams between the rings, way back near midcourt, the Iowa State logo. Isaac Williams now angles to the left side. Drives left into the paint, ball knocked away and stolen from behind. Knocked away, and here's Momcilovic. Takes it the other way for Iowa State.
It's a turnover early. First possession, it was a live ball turnover, but the Bears got back and defended the transition well.
Nice slip to the basket. Shot by Momcilovic is good, and a foul. Coach Drew thought there was a travel in there, but Momcilovic will have a chance at a three-point play. The foul on Baylor's Isaac Williams.
Yeah, and that's a foul by Baylor. First minute into the game, a little over a minute. And with a short rotation, it's a 7-man rotation today. Foul trouble will be an issue. Isaac Williams might have been better served. Really hard to do this when you're beaten like that. In that case, just let Momcilovic go ahead and lay the ball in. He's also a 90% free throw shooter.
Among the things that he does well is shooting free throws, and this one is good. Momcilovic 3 points and a 3-0 lead for Iowa State. 1:10 seconds in. Here come the Bears, a turnover on their first possession. This should be a low turnover game for Baylor. The turnovers get up high. That is not a good sign. Obi Agbum dribbles to the right wing, back outside to Isaac Williams. Passes top of the key left at Yesufu, dribbles right, hands it off to Agbum. And a foul is called, and it's an offensive foul on Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, so that is 2 fouls in the first, minute and a half now of this game. And we didn't talk enough about Iowa State's defense. They are 6th in the country in defensive efficiency.
Top 10 in both offensive and defensive efficiency, according to Ken Palm. So Iowa State with the ball and a 3-0 lead over the Bears. Momcilovic backing down Agbum into the paint. Short little jump hook is good.
You know, not only is he a great shooter, he's 6'8", and he's got the ability when he's guarded by Agbum, as he was that time. It's 6'8", guarded by 6'2", and a little left shoulder hook.
For the Bears, Cam Carr, jumper right elbow is no good. Chased his miss, knew he'd missed it, but he didn't get it. Taman Lipsey did. Into the front court to the trailer, Jefferson. Jefferson drives in, takes a foul. Ooh, and this is going to be against Baylor also. I think this is Cam Carr, Pat, and that is 3 fouls on the Bears in the first 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah, and they don't have many fouls to give. I thought Carr at least anticipated the play well. In fact, everybody in the arena knew Jefferson, when he caught it, was going hard to the rim. Carr was just a little bit late there, was called for the block.
Here's Joshua Jefferson, 6'9", 240-pound senior from Las Vegas, transfer from St. Mary's. He is their second leading scorer on the season. Is Jefferson leading rebounder on the year? And did you see this in conference games only? He's their leading assist man.
Yeah,
at
unbelievable.
6'9".
You know, second free throw is good, by the way. He might be the most complete player, at least the most complete big man in the Big 12. One thing Iowa State does not do extremely well is make free throws. They're 14th in the league in free throw percentage at 63%.
He made 1 of 2 there. It's a 6-0 lead for the Cyclones. Pass to Carr on the baseline. Reverse layup is good on the assist by Obi Agbum.
That's the skip pass by Agbum, and in the scouting report, coaches said, look, that skip pass, because there's so much pressure on the ball, is available today, and that one turned into a bucket.
First 2 of the day for the Bears, 6-2. Iowa State leads. Jumper left corner is no good. Carr saves the ball inbounds. Tried to get it to Agbum. Jefferson chasing it, and it goes out of bounds into the Baylor bench area. So it's Baylor's ball.
Yeah, great effort that time on the glass. Bears, one of the best offensive rebounding teams in the Big 12. Defensive rebounding has been a bit of a work in progress. We'll have to do that today.
Here's Torrey, some backcourt pressure on Isaac Williams. He breaks the 10-second line. Angles to the left side, passes the ball to Powell, top of the key. Powell with Buchanan on him. Hands to Tunde Yesufu. Thought about a 3, gives it to Powell instead, gets it right back. He'll drive. Yes, the layup by Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, and he knew he had the matchup that he wanted on him. Buchanan at 6'10" was out there guarding Yesufu about 25 feet from the basket. Yesufu just went to work.
So after a 6-0 start by the Cyclones, 4 straight by Baylor, broken on a nice pass to Taman Lipsey, who lays it in.
You know, one thing Iowa State does really well, any great team does this, on the offensive end, they are moving the basketball. Not a lot of dribbling, a lot of passing.
8-4 lead for Iowa State. Ball knocked out of Isaac Williams' hands, far side of the court. Will stay with Baylor. Couple of subs off of T.J. Otzelberger's bench. Nate Heisey comes in, 6'5" senior, transfer from UNI, and also Dominikas Plata is on, 6'11", freshman from Gotha, Germany. Bears inbound. Isaac Williams back between the rings. Angles to the left side to Yesufu for 3. Missed everything from the left corner. Saved inbounds by Carr to Williams. His 3 is good from the top of the key.
That's the first offensive rebound turned into a second chance point. Great effort by Cameron Carr to get to the rim. Threw it out, saved the ball by throwing it out about 40 feet from the basket.
What about making something out of nothing? That was it for the Bears. Here is Killian Torrey, drives to the bucket, and he is fouled. Let's see who this is on as we go to a break. Brooks Wells going to tell us the foul is on Isaac Williams, Pat, and that's 2 on him in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah, and the cupboard is bare behind you. Agbum and Williams both need to stay out of foul trouble because really not a true point guard off the bench to take Williams' place. In this case, he's got 2 already.
Timeout on the floor, 15:52 to play. First half from Ames, Iowa. The Cyclones lead the Bears 8-7 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Iowa State leads Baylor 8-7. Pat, Coach Drew, he talked about it on the pregame. He hammered it in the heads of his guys. You've got to get off to a fast start on the road. That has been a consistent theme in the past 2 wins over West Virginia and Colorado.
It has been, and not a bad start here, John. I think the most troubling part of the first 5 minutes of this game, 4 minutes, is foul trouble. Already Isaac Williams has picked up 2, and so Mikey Ratai will come into the game, and you'll see Carr and Yesufu, and I mean, if it is pretty much positionless basketball, but those two plus Agbem, I think will man the perimeter anyway. And in this game, the Bears, we said coming in, you cannot turn it over here. Iowa State 6th in the country in forced turnovers a ball game. Bears have just coughed it up twice, but you can see what Iowa State does with those turnovers. They've got 5 points, so 5 of their 8 have come off just 2 Baylor turnovers.
You know, 3 of Baylor's 7 points on that three-pointer by Isaac Williams. He doesn't shoot a lot of those. In fact, that's his first attempted 3 in the last couple of games. First made 3 since the TCU game. But he's shooting 50% from three-point range.
Yeah, he's now 8 of 15. He's very selective about the shots that he takes, but he has been deadly. And when he's making those shots, he is really hard to guard. Now, it's not hard to guard when he's on the bench, and he'll sit there with 2 fouls. We still have 15:52 to go in the half.
Yeah, that's tough. You mentioned it. Michael Ratai is on for the Bears.
71% free throw shooter is Torre. Again, something that may be the only chink in the armor. In fact, he misses his second one.
Oh, but an offensive scramble for the ball and an offensive rebound for Iowa State. Ball took a kind of an odd bounce, and Iowa State takes advantage, keeping it at their half of the floor. Leading 9-7 now. Baylor, a steal on the perimeter by Ratai. He will lay it in with his left hand.
Yeah, great effort that time. The emphasis on the Baylor defensive side over the last few games has been deflections. They want one deflection every media timeout. That deflection turned into a turnover. There's another deflection.
Another one, and a steal by Agbem, and Baylor and Iowa State tied at 9. Bears have the ball. Pass from Carr to Ratai in the right-hand corner. Drives into the paint. Trying to drop it off for Powell. It's stolen by Plata. Turnover Bears. Killian Torre up the floor for Iowa State. Left side. Passes to Nate Heisey. Heisey all the way to the baseline. Now kicks it back outside. Jefferson looks to drive on Yesufu. Shot up, no good. Rebound Baylor. Obi Agbem into the front court for the Bears. 9-9 game. 14:49 on the clock. Agbem to Caden Powell on the baseline right. He'll pass it back outside to Powell. Skip pass to the corner. Yesufu, 3, no good. Left iron.
You know, that's a great look, though, at the three-point line, and that's the skip pass again. There's relentless pressure on the ball in the passing lanes. You've got to skip it. They've done it twice. Two good looks.
He had an open look. It just wouldn't fall. Here's Momcilovic, 3, right wing, no good. Plata, the offensive rebound. And a fight for the rebound, and Cameron Carr comes out of there hobbling. And that is not a good sign. He's got his left leg in a sleeve, and he's retying his left shoe. See if he's going to stay out there. James Najee does come on for Caden Powell. Let's make sure Cameron Carr can continue on the floor.
You know, there's so much contact that fans don't even see. Time a little bit. I mean, he made a move on the ball, tried to get a steal, and you know these guys are whacking their knees against one another. I mean, just a lot of contact out there, and Carr's going to recover from it. He's back on.
He's out there. Iowa State ball, 10 on the shot clock. Momcilovic three straight away is good. Obi Agbum had fallen down. Coach Drew is saying that was because of an illegal screen.
And I think he's got a legitimate beef. I mean, Momcilovic is wide open, and that's the one guy that you can't let even catch the ball without a guy in his hip pocket with him.
He's got 8 in the early going. Agbum tries to answer three, no good. Yesufu, the offensive rebound, the putback, no, but he's fouled. That'll be the first foul here in the first half on Iowa State. It's on Blake Buchanan. He's from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. He played at Virginia prior to Iowa State. He played for Ron Sanchez at Virginia.
Speaking of Ron Sanchez, the Baylor defense, John, over the last 3 or 4 games, I think has been better than it's been all season long. They held West Virginia to 53. First free throw by Yesufu is good.
Yeah, that's been the real key, hadn't it, with the wins over West Virginia a week ago and Colorado in Foster Pavilion on Wednesday.
That's right. I mean, if there's a defensive coordinator on this staff, it's Ron Sanchez.
2 free throws good by Tunde Yesufu. He's 68% in Big 12 play. Pulls Baylor within 1, 12-11. Iowa State leads with 13:40 to play here in the first half. Cyclones on the perimeter. That's a backcourt violation. Lipsey's pass to Jefferson goes across the midcourt line. That'll be a turnover for Iowa State.
That's another turnover, and that's as good as a deflection. In fact, Bears get the ball, and that was Tunde Yesufu, who just was not going to let the pass come from Lipsey to Jefferson. That play was about 25 feet from the basket. You just get an idea how relentless the pressure is on the perimeter by the Baylor defense.
Jamarian Bateman is on for Iowa State, 6'3" freshman from Milwaukee. Mikey Ratai dribbles in, loses his footing, tries to roll the ball out to a teammate. It's stolen by Lipsey. Lipsey jumper in transition will fall in with a foul.
And there is a live ball turnover that gives a transition opportunity for Iowa State. And when they have that, they're not going to squander it. They're going to get, if Lipsey gets his free throw down, it's a three-point three-point play off of another turnover. That is 4 turnovers by the Bears in the first half.
Lipsey #1 in the Big 12 in steals. Had a big game in Waco, 24 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. 10-point win by Iowa State in Foster Pavilion exactly 1 month ago, January 7th.
Yeah, free throw by Lipsey is good. And quickly, Williams back into the game for Ratai. Ratai, in about 2.5, 3 minutes, turned it over twice. You cannot do that up here.
15-11 the lead for Iowa State. That foul, incidentally, was on Yesufu, his second. Yesufu on the offensive end, drives in, reverse layup, blocked by Buchanan. Beautiful play by Buchanan to block it. Up the floor to Lipsey in the right-hand corner. Najee closest to him defensively. Najee remains out there for Caden Powell. Here's a drive by Bateman on the baseline left, and he lost it. Just dribbled it out of bounds. Turnover, Cyclones.
Yeah, nice weak side help by Isaac Williams. He was able to stop the drive. In fact, I think he caught Bateman unaware because he was come from the weak side, forced some pressure, and Bateman just lost control of the basketball. Uncharacteristically, that's now 5 turnovers against the Cyclones.
Wow. So see if Baylor can take advantage, trailing 15-11. There's some backcourt pressure. Momcilovic and Torrey back on the floor for Iowa State. Isaac Williams jets into the front court. Gives to Najee, top of the key. Najee, 1 dribble. Looking for somebody to get rid of the ball to. Hands it to Obi Agbum. 10 to shoot for the Bears. Agbum, top of the key, working on Bateman. He'll drive, runner, shot up. Yes!
Man.
What a shot by Obi Agbum.
What a shot. He just had to go get a bucket. I mean, the possession was going nowhere, losing time on the shot clock. He just went to work.
At the other end, here's a block by Carr. But they're going to say that is a goaltend.
Yeah.
So basket, Iowa State.
Yeah, really good call. Another great back cut that time by Momcilovic. Toure has a couple of assists already in the game.
So at the other end, it's Momcilovic with the bucket, or a goaltend that will give him 2 more. 10 points in the first half by Momcilovic. Remember, he had his lowest scoring game of the season in Waco, only 4 points.
Yeah, on 6 shots.
Yeah. Well, he's already made up for that today. Bears ball. Yesufu, 3, left corner. He's shot 3 of those from that same spot. He misses for a 3rd time.
Yeah, great looks, too, each one of those 3.
Momcilovic up the floor, into the paint. Passes back outside to Lipsy. Now to Torre. Torre fires it underneath to Lipsy, nearly lost it. He's covered up by Isaac Williams, and he can't do anything with the ball, so he calls a timeout. Heads up play by the senior, Taman Lipsy, from right here in Ames High School. That'll get us to a timeout on the floor. 11:46 to play, first half. Our score, Iowa State 17, Baylor 13. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back with us inside Hilton Coliseum in Ames, Iowa. You can look right into our broadcast spot with our Courtside Cam, brought to you by NextLink. NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. How do I watch, you say? Well, go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel, and you can look right in. Here's Pat right here. Here's David Kay. David, wave to the camera. Now he's busy. Josie Hutton, Athletic Communications down the way. So David's used to being on, I think, ESPN.
Yes.
And so for our Courtside Cam, it's not enough for him to acknowledge.
Just another day at the office for Dave.
But check it out on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. We are brought to you in part by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink, because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Well, we said before the game the Bears needed to get off to a good start. Had made a great start, but good enough. Down 17-13, 11:46 to go. We're at the second this time the under 12 media timeout. And right now the difference in the game to me is points off turnovers. 8 points for Iowa State off 4 Baylor turnovers. And that's not all that excessive really, but that shows you what Iowa State does with the ball when they turn you over. They can go score off of it. Bears out-rebounded 7-4. And something else, John, the Bears have had really good looks. I mean, Tunde Yesufu is yet to get a 3 down, but those 3 shots that he's gotten have all been wide open. On the road against number 7 in the country in a hostile environment, you got to make more than your fair share of threes, and those will come around for him.
Again, Baylor playing without Dan Skillings today, second consecutive game. Tweaked his knee in the West Virginia game a week ago. Did not play in the win over Colorado on Wednesday. So the Bears, at their apex has been an 8-man rotation. Is now at 7 again today.
Well, you got Isaac Williams back on the floor playing with 2, but he had to come back in because Mikey Ratai was just turning the ball over.
Here we go, back to play. Iowa State's ball coming out of the timeout. Cyclones lead at 17-13. Jamarian Bateman has it on the right wing. Cyclones in the home white. Torrey drives, left-hand layup is good by Killian Torrey.
Great play, and a play that goes unnoticed there is the Congo screen by Blake Buchanan. Once Torrey had turned the corner, he just turned on, I think it was Najee, got his rear end into him and blocked him away from an attempt to give some rim protection.
Equals the biggest lead of the half for Iowa State at 6 points. Here's Tunde Yesufu working on Momcilovic. Drives all the way to the baseline, passes back to Williams. Williams drives into the paint to Carr, right side three, bottom of the net by Cameron Carr.
All off the paint touch by Isaac Williams. Got the ball into the lane, and Carr was able to catch it. Little head and shoulder fake, gave him some room to launch it.
There's close within 3. It's 19-16, Iowa State on top. Should mention James Najee, you mentioned his name. He's still out there.
Yep.
Caden Powell remains on the Baylor bench. Here's a deflection. Oh, no, a deflection on the perimeter by Isaac Williams, but they're going to whistle him for a foul, and that is 3.
And he's got to sit now. And that's with 10:43 to go, and really the one true point guard on the floor. He's the guy that's been stirring it up offensively for the Bears, and the official on the call said he got ball, but he used his offhand, which was his right hand, to either grab the jersey or limit the motion of the guy that he was guarding.
So 3 fouls on Williams, goes to the bench. Mikey Ratai is back on for Baylor. Iowa State ball, Lipsy fires a 3, no good, left wing.
Ooh.
James Najee, big, strong, good-looking rebound. That's the way you do it.
That's the way you do it. That's what he's out there to do.
Here's a pass intended for Najee from Cameron Carr, but knocked out of bounds by Jefferson, Joshua Jefferson. So Baylor's ball. Najee will come to the bench. Caden Powell is back on.
Those are great minutes for James Najee. Really didn't try to do things he can't do. Was out there to guard, give rim protection, and get rebounds. He did both of those things well.
Baylor inbounding with 21 on the shot clock. Inbounds and then off of Jefferson, right back out of bounds. So Baylor will inbound again.
I tell you, when that ball on Baylor's underneath out of bounds, if it goes to the corner, you've got trouble.
Ooh, exactly.
I mean, it's an immediate trap. That's what happened there.
Inbounds to Powell, gives it back to Obi Agbum. He'll give to Powell, right foul line extended. To Carr, left side 3. Good! Back-to-back threes by Cameron Carr.
Another skip pass that time. That one from Powell. He gets his first assist of the game.
Ties the game at 19 with 9:57 remaining first half. Cameron Carr, Baylor's leading scorer, 2 threes in a row. Here's Buchanan for Iowa State, top of the key. Pass on the right wing to Taman Lipsy. Floater, right baseline, shot no good. Fight for the rebound, and Tunde Yesufu comes away with it. Yesufu flips the ball off the floor to Obi Agbum. Agbum to Cameron Carr. Carr looking for a screen from Powell. Passes left corner to Yesufu, spins to the baseline, working on Torrey, and Torrey reaches in and fouls Tunde Yesufu.
You know, John, how accurate has this scouting report been? I mean, that skip pass has allowed Tunde to get a bunch of good looks. Now, the problem is that skip pass is coming from a long way away, and it's hard to be as accurate with it as you need to be. That last pass to Yesufu, had it hit him in the numbers, he had a wide open 3. He had to reach up. It was a little bit off target, but that play is there, and the Bears have utilized it well.
Bears inbounding, looking to take the lead if they can score on this possession. We're tied at 19 with 9:20 and counting. Tunde Yesufu on the left wing gives to Obi Agbum back between the rings. Now 9 to shoot for the Bears. Agbum attacks, jumps, shoots, and no good. Rebounded by Iowa State, but a whistle and a foul, and it's on Iowa State's Dominicus Plata.
And that's 2 fouls committed by Iowa State. This one trip up the floor, and great work by Caden Powell on the glass.
Bears to inbound. They show the replay on the video board, and what do you think the reaction of the crowd is?
Well, I know what the reaction was. It looked pretty good from here.
Right.
Now, I've got to tell you, I might not be completely unbiased.
And neither is the crowd here.
No, good point.
Here we go, back to play. Caden Powell drives right side of the paint. Plata picks him up, spins,
there it is,
and banks it in from the right side.
You know, the passing lanes had completely closed up, and Plata was guarding Caden Powell, and he just let up a little bit, kind of quit playing. Powell got wind of that and laid the ball in pretty easily.
for the first lead of the day for the Bears, 21-19, 8:39 to play, first half. Here's Jefferson banging into Powell, backing him down. Now he'll kick it outside. Three by Heisey is good. Heisey an open look, and he gets his first points of the day.
You know, really not bad defense. I mean, Iowa State just did a good job finding the open shooter. That was Heisey, but the Bears had to double Jefferson in the low post.
Here comes the crowd. Iowa State regains the lead, 22-21 over Baylor. Now 8 minutes, 8 seconds to go before halftime. Carr brings it up, pull-up three, and he hit it. A deep three from the top of the key.
You know, that's really early in the possession, but when you're Cameron Carr, you've got the green light. He felt like he could get one off, and that's his third three of the half.
He's got 11 total, and the Bears lead again, 24-22. Momcilovic gives to Torre. His three is off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Jefferson has it. Reverse layup good by Joshua Jefferson.
Yeah, just a tough ball to rebound. The miss by Toure hit the glass or the back of the rim really hard. Powell was in good position, but not to get that rebound.
Here comes this big crowd on their feet. Yesufu, three, right wing is good by Tunde Yesufu.
He's going to have to make a few of those. That's his first made three of the ball game. We said earlier, John, Bears going to have to make more than their fair share of shots like that. Starting to heat up.
27-24, Baylor leads it. 7:07 and counting before halftime. Torre will drive on Caden Powell. Shot is blocked. Clean block out of bounds by Caden Powell.
I mean, he got nothing but ball and shut that drive down immediately.
Big time defensive play by Powell. It will be Iowa State's ball when we return. 7:01 on the clock, first half. Our score, Baylor 27, Iowa State 24 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam Dunk Cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hey y'all, it's Jackie Marshall from Baylor Football. You probably know Goodwill for their stores. Trust me, I've scored some fun finds here. Well, here's the real deal. When you donate or shop at Heart of Texas Goodwill, you're helping people right here in the community get jobs, training, or even a high school diploma. HOT Goodwill celebrating 70 years strong and still changing lives through the power of work. That's something worth celebrating. Donate, shop, change lives. That's Heart of Texas Goodwill.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor Big 12 basketball brought to you in part by Rudy's, a proud sponsor of Baylor Men's Basketball. Be sure to stop by your local Rudy's or Rudy's.com for some real Texas barbecue. Enjoy 100% oak smoked meats, delicious sides, and Rudy's signature sauce. Don't forget Rudy serves breakfast tacos every day until 10 a.m. Hickory Park here in Ames has nothing on Rudy's. I would pick Rudy's every day of the week.
Nothing on Rudy's.
Nothing at all.
We've talked at length about that.
How about a
and
nice,
here we go again.
Nice run by the Bears,
Yeah.
trailed by as much as 6, now lead by 3, 27-24.
Yeah, John, they made one of their first 5 3-point attempts, and now they've made 4 in a row. And so they're now 5 of 9 out there. You know, a lot of coaches say offensive efficiency is really just don't turn the ball over and rebound your misses. Well, Bears have done a pretty good job here lately not turning it over, and they've gotten now 7 second chance points, which is really, I think, one of the hallmarks of Baylor basketball. Rebound your misses and then get something out of those offensive rebounds. They have done that. 7 of the Bears, 27 on the offensive glass.
And a 27-24 lead by Baylor. Cyclones won the first meeting of the year. It was in Waco 1 month ago today, January 7th. Second conference game for Baylor. They won that by 10. After a really good first half by Baylor, Iowa State hit a 3 at the halftime buzzer to take the lead and really never looked back, just built that lead and won it by 10.
Yeah, and they're off to a really good start here. Obviously, lead by 3 with 7:01 to go in the half. And defensively, they've been pretty good in this game.
Here we go, back to play. Joshua Jefferson, top of the key, gives to Momcilovic. Tunde Yesufu on him. Momcilovic tries to drive. Instead, he'll pull up and shoot at the shot clock buzzer. No good. Offensive rebound, put back, no. And then Mikey Ratai with the rebound.
What a play by Powell. He stayed on the ground. He was never lifted, never went for a head and shoulder fake, and ended up getting the rebound.
Here's Card to Powell to Tunde Yesufu. 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. Oh, I think they're going to get Cameron Carr going over the back of maybe Taman Lipsey trying to get that rebound.
Yeah, is that going to be on 43? I think
Yeah,
it is.
is.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah.
Good call. Ball was up for grabs. Carr just went after it.
Aggressively. And that's going to put Iowa State in the bonus. Lipsey will shoot free throws for the Cyclones.
How about this guy, John? He is a fourth-year senior. He has started every single game he's played at Iowa State.
It's pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
Says a lot about his talent and his ability to stay healthy.
Yeah, his parents both work for Iowa State. Played high school basketball in Ames and just stuck around, and it's paid off.
He's the new mayor, right? Fred
Should
Hoiberger
be.
was the,
Oh,
the
that's
original
right,
mayor.
yeah.
Taman Lipsey may be the next mayor. First free throw is good. Lipsey, second one rolls off, no good. Tipped by Jefferson, no good. But then picked up by Lipsey out to Momcilovic. 3, no good. Lipsey, another offensive rebound. Boy, they're chasing down those loose balls. Iowa State continues with the ball in their half of the court. Now Heisey on the left wing. Heisey looks to drive on Powell. Instead, will kick it back outside to Jefferson. Jefferson in the paint, ball knocked away from behind and stolen. I think Yesufu got a hand on that. Carr gets the steal. Here's Carr up the floor to Agbum. Agbum baseline left, back to Powell. Right corner to Ratai. Into the paint to Powell, back to Yesufu. 15 to shoot for the Bears. Yesufu hands it to Agbum. Behind the screen, shoots a 3. It's no good. Ratai the offensive rebound for Baylor. Cross court skip pass to Yesufu into the paint. Yesufu ends up on the floor. And our official under the bucket, Gregory Nixon, looks to Brooks Wells, and Wells makes the call. No foul, just out of bounds. So a turnover by Baylor, and Yesufu is just now on his feet.
Yeah, that's the kind of play you want to give Yesufu the opportunity to make. I mean, he was right in the thick middle of the defense, but he's so big and strong, 6'5", 215. He can usually find a way to get a shot off. Got everything there except the call. Was looking for contact, got the contact, didn't get the call.
Took a hard fall, limping a little bit as he comes up the floor. Iowa State with the ball down by 2, 27-25. 5 minutes, 27 seconds to go in the first half. Jefferson passes right corner to Lipsey. 3 is no good. Rebound, Cameron Carr. That was an open look by Lipsey.
You know, the Bears have gotten some stops over the last 3 or 4 possessions, even after the offensive rebound by Iowa State of a missed free throw.
Cameron Carr looks to drive. Oh, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Michael Ratai. He was setting the screen for Carr, and Ratai picks up personal number 1.
Yeah, and again, Coach Drew has a legitimate beef. I mean, if that is an illegal screen by Ratai at Baylor's offensive end, what he's saying is, I got to see that same call on this end. I mean, it was maybe Williams picked up his 3rd on that kind of play. And on the road, you're not going to get those calls unless you ask for them or complain about them, and that's what Coach Drew's doing. And he just got a technical.
Yep, complaining to the point he was just teed up by Kip Kissinger. So he was making his point a little too vociferously. So a technical foul on Scott Drew at the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Baylor leading 27-25.
John, I'm just telling you, and I don't know, maybe he overreacted, but he has a legitimate gripe and you're going to send a 90% free throw shooter in Momcilovic to the line. But again, that same play has not, the illegal screen has not been called on the Iowa State side. And these are three really good officials. And sometimes you just got to point that out and continue to ride. I think maybe Coach Drew just rode one official too hard. Clearly he did.
Kip was right in front of him and just casually teed him up. So 2 free throws by Momcilovic ties the score at 27 apiece. Now Cyclones have the ball back. Clock clicks under 5 minutes to play before halftime. Jefferson on the baseline left, working against Ratai. Passes outside to Torrey for 3. No good, too strong. Loose ball tipped out. Lipsy claims it. Give to Momcilovic. 3. Left side, no good. Rebound, Michael Ratai. So a couple of misses there by Iowa State. We're still tied. Up the floor, Ratai's 3. Misses everything. Najee saves it inbounds to Carr. He'll drive. Carr's layup is good.
That is vintage Cameron Carr. I mean, he took off outside of the lane and finished in traffic at the rim, laid it over the front. Not many players in this league can make that play.
Bears regain the lead, 29-27 over Iowa State. Killian Torrey on the perimeter. There's a whistle and a foul away from the ball.
There it is. And, you know, John,
and that's on Iowa State.
And it's not a coincidence that the call was an illegal screen.
Right.
I'm just telling you, it's not. And that's why on the road, you know, you can fault Coach Drew for that technical, but on the road, you got to make a point, and you've got to drill it home. And, again, I thought it was a good call by the official, but sometimes they're just not seeing it. Coach Drew helped him see it.
Still just the 4th team foul in Iowa State here in the first half. Just 4. Baylor has 9 team fouls. But the Bears have the ball back, leading by 2, 29-27. Cameron Carr gives to Tunde Yesufu, right wing. Yesufu working against the defensive Heisey. Now a switch. Momcilovic has him. Into the paint, fadeaway, awkward shot, nearly rolled in, no good. Loose ball tipped high in the air, a jump for it, and out of bounds. Who touched it last? I guess Baylor did.
I think it was Mikey Ratai. And there was a huge collision as I think it was Heisey and Ratai went after that loose ball. Iowa State will retain possession.
So Cyclones ball following a timeout. 3:42 to go. First half from Ames. It's Baylor 29, 7th ranked Iowa State 27. Back after this word from Pepsi.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola.
Yes.
Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey, a reminder, Nikki Collin and the 15th ranked Baylor women will play this afternoon at home in Foster Pavilion. It's a 5 p.m. tip-off as Baylor hosts Arizona State. The women, number 15 in the nation, tied for first place in the Big 12 Conference. So a big game today. Wear pink if you're headed to Foster Pavilion today, as we're in Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the month of February. But that is today, 5 p.m. tip-off from Waco for Baylor, Arizona State Big 12 women's basketball.
Well, Bears clinging to a lead, 29-27, 3:42 to go in the half. And John, I think at this juncture, Bears need to finish the half really strong. They can't lose the momentum that they've been able to build in this game. Defensively, they've been great. Now, they've allowed Iowa State to start racking up offensive rebounds. In fact, Iowa State has more offensive than defensive rebounds in this game, but only have 5-second chance points to show for that. So the Bears have kind of dodged a bullet there. But Bears have really, I think, kind of taken the game to Iowa State defensively. Cyclones have made just one of their last 9 shots. In fact, they don't have a field goal in their last 3 minutes and 57 seconds. So the challenge is, can you finish the last 3:42 of the half the way you started?
Well, an outstanding half for the Bears so far. Even with that foul differential, 9 fouls called on Baylor, 4 on Iowa State. Don't read anything into that. That's just the facts.
Yeah,
where it is right now.
We're going to let Coach Drew handle that.
Yeah, exactly. And Eichbaum cuts him off, gives the ball to Jefferson. Lost it momentarily, gets it back. Jefferson on the left side, backing down Caden Powell. Jump hook is good by Joshua Jefferson.
That's what he does. He's big and strong. Just a little Barkley back down on Powell into the deep low post. Now, he still had to get a shot off, but a little right-hander over his left shoulder went right in.
Ties the game at 29.
Was nothing there as you and I were watching it develop, but he always seems to end well. If he can get to the free throw line, that's where he does a lot of damage, and nobody does it on this roster better than Carr.
So Cam Carr to the line. We'll see who that foul was charged to. It's good by Carr. First trip to the line today, 72% in Big 12 play, shooting free throws. Hey, Baylor's not last in the league in conference-only free throw shooting anymore. They moved up to 15th.
That's good. Well,
that's
and right behind Iowa State.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Carr looking for his 15th point. He does not get it, but what a nice first half he's having.
Outstanding. 1 of 2 free throws by Carr, 30-29, Baylor leads. Damon Lipsy turns the corner, runner is good.
That's a tough shot.
Really quick coming down the floor, hit that runner. Iowa State leads by 1, 31-30.
It's a tough shot. He came off of a ball screen. It was well defended, but he stopped and just launched a little mid-range shot.
Here's Carr, 3, left side, no good. That was over Momcilovic. Rebound Iowa State, Lipsy in a hurry up the floor. Dribbles across the court, right to left. Now passes back right to Momcilovic. Left side 3 is up and in by Jamarian Bateman.
That's what is so difficult about playing Iowa State. He's one of 3, maybe even 4 guys who can consistently make threes.
That's 5 unanswered by the Cyclones to lead 34-30. Agbohm to Ratai, drives in from the right side in a double team. And a tie-up is called, and the possession arrow.
Yeah, it's Baylor.
Okay, so the ball will stay with the Bears on the tie-up.
You know, that was just 1, maybe 2 dribbles too many by Ratai. He dribbled that thing right into a trap in the deep low post, and Bears dodge a bullet there.
So they'll inbound on their baseline, 14 on the shot clock, 2:07 on the game clock, 34-30. Iowa State on a 5-0 run. Baylor ball. TJ Otzelberger in his medium Nike polo, shouting directions to his team. Inbounds, it comes to Carr, back near midcourt. Now 5 to shoot. Carr will bounce it to Powell, to Agbohm. He's got to put it up. 2 on the shot clock, and he nails a deep 3.
And that's really all that was available to him. And he was thinking, am I too far out? Well, you got 2 on the shot clock. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Launch it.
34-33. Agbohm with the 3-pointer. Pulls Baylor within 1 with 1:39 to go before halftime. Lipsy and Heisey play catch, top of the key. Now to Bateman, to Jefferson, back to Heisey for 3, and it's good.
That's one of those 4 guys, John. I mean, it's Heisey, it's Bateman. Lipsy can make some. Momcilovic, the best in the country at that.
It's 37-33. Iowa State leads by 4 with 1:15 to go in the half. Agbohm for the Bears, free throw line jumper is too strong. Bateman the rebound. Not a bad shot there. Quick in the possession maybe, but a miss. And here's Jefferson, drives, nearly lost his footing. Shot no good, but a whistle and a foul.
You know, you're right, John, at the other end. That's a good shot. I mean, Agbohm has been scoring a lot more here lately because he's able to make that shot. He's very comfortable mid-range, a little fallback. Just didn't go down for him.
Pat, the foul is on Caden Powell. That is his first. It will put Joshua Jefferson at the free throw line, where he's 1 of 2 today. First one is no good. Couple of bounces on the rim.
You know, this guy, John, has been, we talk about a complete player, averaging almost 18 points a game, almost 8 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a half a game. Only power conference player in the country to average those numbers.
Wow.
I mean, the only.
He just missed 2 free throws here. Beneficial for the Bears. 2 misses by Jefferson. 37-34, Iowa State leads Baylor in final minute, first half. Ratai deep on the right wing. Passes left side to Cameron Carr. Carr having a big scoring first half for the Bears. Keeps his dribble alive, working against Jefferson. Gives to Agbum. Agbum, top of the key, will drive on Heisey. Shot, no good, rolls off. Bateman the rebound for Iowa State.
Another good look. That's a good shot for Obi Agbum. He's got that available to him anytime in any possession.
2 seconds difference in the 2 clocks. Now 20 and counting on the shot clock for Iowa State. Their possession and their lead, 37-33 over the Bears. Lipsey's going to run some clock, dribbling on the perimeter. Now down to 9, now 8, now 7. Lipsey top of the key. Lipsey will bounce it underneath to Jefferson. Shot no good as the shot clock expires.
Whoa!
And from three-quarter court, Agbum launched it and nearly made it. It hit front iron. That was a little confusing because the shot clock buzzer went off. There were still 2 seconds on the game clock, and I think it rushed Agbum a little bit.
It did. He might have had a little more time. But, John, it's really a pretty good ending to a well-played first half by Baylor. They only scored 33, but that's against the 6th best defensive team in the country. Good news is they held Iowa State to 37 and feel really good, I think, going into halftime. Now, they led by 2 with 3:42 to go in the half. Knew they'd have to maintain momentum, but I don't think they lost a lot in the last 3.5 minutes of the first half. Go in down on the road to number 7 in the country by just 4.
About 14 in the first half by Cameron Carr, 5 of 7 from the floor. Patty was 3 of 4 from three-point range. At one point hit 3 straight three-pointers.
Yeah, and he's got to score. I mean, he's got a target on his back, too, against a great defensive team, but he still managed 14, and the Bears just scratched and clawed. And my takeaway, John, in the first half, they made enough threes to stay in it, but my takeaway is the defensive work they've done. Iowa State at 46%, but nothing really came easy for the Cyclones in the first half, consistently anyway.
Well, that defense is what has propelled the Bears to 2 straight wins coming into this game today. We've got 20 minutes to play in this one. Our score at halftime, Iowa State 37, Baylor 33. Stay with us, the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report coming up next on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app,
all right,
it has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life.
Good.
Yesy.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Halftime from Ames. Iowa State leads Baylor 37-33. Welcome into the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime report, brought to you by Blue Bonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. Pat will give us all the first half stats coming up in a bit. Second meeting of the season between Baylor and Iowa State. Cyclones won in Waco 70-60. And some good things in the first half on the road by Baylor. We'll detail that coming up in a bit. Mention the Baylor women, number 15 in the nation, in action this afternoon. 5 o'clock tip-off in Foster Pavilion. Baylor hosting Arizona State. Baylor maintains a share of first place in the Big 12 standings. Bella Fauntleroy, one of the outstanding seniors on this team, a real senior leader, talks about the chase for a Big 12 championship.
Absolutely. Our coaches say every day we have to pick how we're going to show up and that we get to write our own destiny. So we're trying to make deposits every day and be positive and communicate and grow every chance that we get, because we know that every single game for the rest of our conference season, it's the difference in being conference champions or being up there and still being a high seed and having a good opportunity for the conference tournament. But we want a ring. At the end of the day, we want to win and be the best versions of ourselves when the time comes.
Said very well by Bella Fauntleroy. Baylor and Arizona State today at 5. Lori Fogelman, Derek Smith will have the call on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Television will be on FS1 coming up later today. Here at halftime, 37-33, Iowa State leads Baylor. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Cyclones lead the Bears by 4 at halftime. Pat will have all the first half stats when we come back on the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime report. Brought to you by Blue Bonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. It's Iowa State 37, Baylor 33 at halftime on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field, and season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit MagnoliaRealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, We treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Campus of Iowa State University. First half in the books, and the Bears trail Iowa State by 4, 37-33 here at halftime. The Bears off to a pretty good start, and then led actually by 2 at the 3:42 mark left in the half. Iowa State made 4 of its last 5 to take the 4-point lead they now have here at halftime. Bears shot it pretty well, 44% from the floor. Bears made 6 of 14 from a three-point line. In fact, there was one span where the Bears had made 4 in a row, and that's how they got that 2-point lead that they enjoyed briefly in the first half. Bears got to the line just 4 times. They made 3 of 4. In fact, big foul disparity in the first half. Bears called for 10 fouls in the game. Iowa State called for just 5 personal fouls. Iowa State shot it at 46%. That's 13 of 28. 4 of 11 from a three-point line. They made just 7 of 12 at the free throw line. So has something to do with their inability to really separate from the Bears here in the first half. Individually scoring looks like this. Cameron Carr with a really nice afternoon. He scored 14 of Baylor's 33. He also has 4 rebounds, 2 assists in the game, has not turned it over. A bucket for Caden Powell, 5 for Obi Agbum. He had an assist as well, as did Powell. Isaac Williams played sparingly in the first half. He's got 3 personal fouls, picked up 2 by the first media timeout, played just 6 minutes and 45 seconds in the first half. Tunde Yesufu was 7 in the first half. Got a couple of those free throw lines, got a couple of rebounds as well. And then Michael Ratai with 4 rebounds in the game, did get a bucket down, did turn it over 3 times. In fact, 3 of Baylor's 5 turnovers were committed by Michael Ratai. 5 turnovers in the first half is very doable. I think Bears ought to feel pretty good about that here at halftime. James Najee played 5.5 minutes. He's got a couple of rebounds. Iowa State got double-digit scoring from just one guy. That's Milan Momcilovic. He's got 12. 5 points for Joshua Jefferson. He's got 3 rebounds as well. Buchanan played, did not score, just had a rebound. And then Taman Lipsey with 8 points and was the leading rebounder in the ball game in the first half. The 6'1" point guard had 5 rebounds in the first half. 6 points for Nate Heisey. Killian Torrey with 3 in the first half. Jamarian Bateman added a 3 as well to get Iowa State up to 37. Bears out-rebounded 20-13 in the first half. Alarming part of that is, of those 20 rebounds, 9 on the offensive glass by Iowa State, but Cyclones don't have much to show for that. Just 5 second chance points. Compare that to 9 second chance points by the Bears. Iowa State turned those 5 Baylor turnovers into 10 points off turnovers. Baylor got 4 points off just 7 turnovers by Iowa State in the first half. Fast break points favored the Bears, 2-zip, and then bench scoring, as you would expect in this game with the absence of Dan Skillings, favor Iowa State 9-2. In fact, Bears went from an 8-man to a 7-man rotation, and then had to figure out plan B when Isaac Williams picked up those 2 fouls. Again, played most of the first half with 3. All that culminates in a 37-33 lead for Iowa State here at halftime. Bears looking to pick up another road win, and more importantly, a signature win as they turn the corner in Big 12 play and look to continue the stride they're on, the little winning streak they're on, as we get to the finish line in Big 12 play. So a lot of basketball left to play. Stay with it.
$4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
37-34, Iowa State leads over Baylor. Cyclones number 7 in the nation. Pat, they're 12-0 at home this season, 20-2 on the season. Solid first half for the Bears. Let's revisit your keys to the game from the start of the game.
The country and forced turnovers a game. Bears turned it over 5 times, is that right? Yeah, 5 times in the first half is all, but you can see what Iowa State does with those turnovers. They have 10 points off of those, but 5 is very doable. We've said they had to control Momcilovic, done a good job of that. He has 12 in the first half, but he never was able to string a few threes together and allow Iowa State to separate. So even though he does have 12, in fact, in one of Iowa State's losses, he scored big. He scored more than 30. So you've got to control him, and to me, it's just not letting him separate. And then the Bears needed to start fast offensively and defensively. John, I think the second half is exactly the same way. I think the first 5 minutes of the second half of this game, talk about starting fast. Yeah. Bears going to need to start fast here in the second, just as they did to start the game.
Maybe more important here than it was at the start of the game. Iowa State will have the ball beginning the second half. Cyclones in the home white shoot to the basket to our left in the second half. That's in front of their bench. Bears in the road green, gold numerals and lettering, shoot to the basket to our right. Cyclones ball, Lipsy dribbles on the perimeter. 4-point lead to end for 2.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. That's Williams at barely 6'1", guarding Jefferson at 6'9" and strong, 245. And Iowa State was able to create that, and they scored.
And remember, Williams with 3 fouls from the first half.
Good point.
He is out there to start the second half. He feeds Agbum, 3, right corner, rattles out, no good. Caden Powell, the offensive rebound and put back.
And there's another second chance point. That's 11 in the game. That's how, if the ball's not going in otherwise, you got to get second chance points. Bears off to a good start there.
39-35 is the score. Iowa State on top. Cyclones ball, Killian Torre. Dribbles on the baseline left, dribbles away from the baseline. Now passes back out, past Momcilovic. Obi Agbum will dunk it. Put that on a poster.
Yeah.
Obi Agbum dunks on Momcilovic.
I was hoping he was going to be able to get a shot off because Momcilovic is chasing him at 6'8", but he left no doubt.
39-37. Bears within 2. Jefferson, little fadeaway, and the paint is good over Yesufu.
It's just tough. One of the better players in the league. That's just a difficult shot made by a great player. Not bad defense at all by Yesufu.
41-37. Cyclones lead by 4. Minute and a half into the second half. Isaac Williams, one step inside the midcourt stripe on the Iowa State logo at midcourt. Now a couple of dribbles, gives to Agbum. Agbum drives, kicks, Extra pass out to Carr for three, and he nails the triple.
That's great ball movement. It all started with Agbam in the lane, kick out to the perimeter, and then it was good shot, better shot, best shot. Carr had the best one.
Pulls the Bears within one. It's 41-40 Iowa State with a 1-point advantage, 2 minutes, 5 seconds into the second half. Torre angles to the left side with his dribble, still outside the arc. Killian Torre picks up his dribble, gives to Jefferson, top of the key. Jefferson to Lipsy, three, no good, back iron. Fight for the rebound. Isaac Williams tips it to his teammate, Obi Agbam.
That's a great play. He wasn't going to be able to bring it down cleanly, so he just kept it alive.
Cameron Carr outside the arc on the left side. Lobs for Powell, tried to have him slip to the bucket, and the ball goes flying away, but he was fouled in the process.
Yeah, Caden Powell came up, set the ball screen, and then it was a slip designed for him to almost fake the ball screen and slip to the basket, and his defender saw that, grabbed him. But for that, it's probably a layup for Powell.
Only 5 team fouls on Iowa State the first 20 minutes. That's their first here in the second half. Joshua Jefferson guilty of his first on the day. Bears inbound, far side court. Tunde Yesufu dribbles between the rings, gives to Powell, right back to Yesufu. Yesufu further out to Agbam. Shot clock at 3. Agbam, he's got to put it up. Shot just beat the buzzer, and he banked it in.
How about that?
Wow.
I don't think he called glass. In fact, John, he was just trying to beat the shot clock. Great play by Agbam, and maybe that's one that gets him going. He's got 4 in the second half.
Wow, Bears regain the lead, 42-41. Timeout, Iowa State. Agbam, ice water in his veins. Shot clock was winding down. It wasn't a three-pointer. It was from the right side of the paint. But as the buzzer sounded, the ball had just left his hands, and his shot puts Baylor up by 1.
And it's a 9-4 run by the Bears to start the second half. In fact, we're barely 3 minutes in, or a little over 3 minutes into the second half, and the Bears, who were down by 4 at halftime, have taken a lead.
Timeout on the floor, 16:55 on the clock. Baylor by 1 over Iowa State, 42-41 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Play ball! Spring in Waco means one thing: Baylor baseball on Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. From big home runs to big-time moments, this season is packed with must-see action. Season tickets are on sale now, giving you the best seats, the best value, and every unforgettable play all spring long. Don't just hear the crowd, be a part of it. Get your Baylor baseball season tickets today at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Everything we do for you.
Slam dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Nice start to the second half by the Bears. As Pat said, a 9-4 scoring advantage here in the second half. We are 3 minutes and 5 seconds in. 42-41. Pat, Baylor leads it over Iowa State.
Yeah, they made 4 of their first 5 here in the second half. They've gotten a three-pointer down in 2 attempts. And we said, John, at halftime, we talked about start fast. You have to start fast in the second half as well, and they have done that. And you've got to withstand defeated here at home this year. So you've got to be able to withstand the run. You know it's coming. In fact, that timeout by T.J. Otzelberger was to get them reset. And, Bears kind of sucker punched them here in the first 3 minutes of the second half and have the momentum back in this game. See how long they can keep it.
Well, it's interesting. Among Josie Hutton's notes today, Baylor won here over Iowa State 77-72. It was January 1st of 2022. Baylor was number 1 in the nation. Iowa State was number 8 in the nation. That was the last road Big 12 top 10 win for the Bears. Right here in this building. You remember that game. I don't. I wasn't here. Same day Baylor football was playing in the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. But back to the floor here.
Yep. And he drew that up and was executed perfectly. That's Buchanan's first bucket of the day.
43-42, Iowa State leads. 3.5 minutes gone, second half. Bears ball down by 1. Isaac Williams, top of the key, gives to Caden Powell, Ray outside. Puts the ball on the floor,
nice.
Drives in and banks it in with his right hand.
You don't see that very often where the Bears are going to Caden Powell looking for offense, looking for him to score the ball.
Bear puts the Bears back up by 1, 44-43, nearing the 16-minute mark. Momcilovic on the perimeter, working against Obi Agbum. Head fake, got Agbum off his feet. He knew it. He tried to back off. He couldn't do it. But Momcilovic drew the foul, and he'll get 2 free throws.
You know, that is a great part of Momcilovic's game. It's one of the reasons he's scoring the way he's scoring, particularly in Big 12 play. Just a little head and shoulder fake. You're so worried about the shot coming from him because he's elite that as soon as he gives you any hint that he's going to let it fly, you are off the ground.
I don't know what you do.
No,
I don't know how you avoid that.
Yeah,
it's a smart move by Momcilovic.
It is, and he's mastered that play.
90% free throw shooter in Big 12 play, third best in the league. Hits both here. He's 5 of 5 today. Those 2 free throws swing the lead back the way of the Cyclones, 45-44. Now under 16 minutes to play, second half. Bears, Cameron Carr feeds Obi Agbum. That was only the first personal, by the way, on Obi Agbum. Back to Carr, top of the key. Passes to Agbum, who pops out on the other side, left side of the floor. Back to Isaac Williams. Starts a drive, shuffled his feet before he put the ball on the floor. Traveling call, turnover by Baylor.
Yeah, it's a good call by the official. You called it, John. I mean, he felt like he had a little gap that he wanted to get into, and he knew he was going to need to get there quick. Just didn't get on the floor quick enough.
He is so quick.
Yep.
I mean, he's a guy that can turn the lights off and be under the covers before they're off, you know, but he moved his feet before he put the ball on the floor. And it'll be Iowa State's ball following a timeout. 15:36 to play, second half. Cyclones lead the Bears by 1, 45-44 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
Let's talk about
You hear that? Yeah. That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
14,267 in attendance. A sellout today at Hilton Coliseum. Iowa State leading Baylor. Of course, Big 8 roots for Iowa State. Now Baylor and the Cyclones have been together since the formation of the Big 12. Fun to see how folks here remember the Big 8 days so well. And fun to talk to Steve Henson, Baylor assistant coach at dinner last night, who had a great career playing at Kansas State. And he said he went 7-1 against the Cyclones during his playing career. And he said he had his highest scoring game his sophomore season, his junior season, and his senior season, and that was 41 points. All came in this building against Iowa State.
That's right. And in one of those games, he said he played against the Iowa State legend,
LaFester Rhodes. That's right. The legend of LaFester was a topic of conversation last night.
It was. And did you know that he was a decathlete at K-State?
I did not.
He was an unbelievable athlete.
The legend of LaFester grows.
No, not LaFester. I'm talking about
Steve Henson.
Yeah, how would he get in the K-State Hall of Fame? Which is where, where Steve Henson is. But
how about that?
Yeah, what a great player he was. Spent 6 years in the NBA.
Can we talk more about LaFester later?
We can. Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. Because we're back to play here. Here's an entry pass by Lipsy. It is knocked away and stolen by Baylor's Tunde Yesufu coming out of the timeout. So a turnover by the Cyclones. Cameron Carr dribbles on the perimeter. Around the screen of Powell. Passes to Obi Agbum. Now back to Carr. He'll launch a three. It is no good. Right wing. Lipsy flies in for the rebound.
Boy, it looked good when it left his hands.
Cyclones ball, they lead by 1. Here's Jefferson, a three, right side. He doesn't shoot many, but he nailed that one.
You know, that's what makes him so good. He's an adequate three-point shooter. In fact, he's right at 38%, but he can score from any spot on this floor.
Puts the Cyclones up by 4, 48-44. Carr draws contact on his shot, shooting mid-post on the left side. So Cameron Carr will get 2 free throws. Clock stopped showing 14:43 to play.
You know, that timeout that was called by T.J. Otzelberger was to get them reset. They have reset since then. In fact, they've made 5 of their last 6 since then. But we said Bears need to withstand the run. You know it's coming. A couple of free throws here from Carr. The first one's good. Help do that.
Cameron Carr, 2 of 3 at the line today, 72% in Big 12 play. Named this week or last week, midseason watch list for the Jerry West Award. And he hits both free throws here. Pulls the Bears back within 2. It's 48-46 Cyclones.
Those are big free throws. Got to hang. You got to stay close. And at the end, if you don't have a lead, you still have to be within striking distance from the lead.
That's 19 on the day by Carr. Here's a banker right side of the paint by Heisey, blocked against the glass by Caden Powell, and they'll say a goaltend.
Yeah.
So give the basket to Heisey.
Yeah, pretty easy call by the official. Again, since that timeout, Iowa State has been able to put that run together that everybody in the arena knew was coming. Bears now down by 4 with the ball. Got to stay close.
50-46, Iowa State leads. Obi Agbum holds the ball top of the key. Passes left to Carr. Carr into the paint. Right side to Williams for 3. It's no good. Left it short. A whistle and a foul on the rebound. It's going to go against the Cyclones.
Yep.
And it's going to go against Dominicus Plata, his second.
Yeah, and Powell was the guy that drew the foul. He has been a warrior on the glass today.
Not in a shooting situation. Baylor inbounds. Agbum drops it inbounds to Isaac Williams. Back to Agbum for 3, and he nails the triple.
And that's a great pass by Isaac Williams. The first look that he had, the defender got into the passing lane. Agbum floated away. A little skip pass allowed Agbum a wide open 3.
That's 12 on the day for Obi Agbum in double figure scoring for the 5th consecutive game. It pulls Baylor within 1. Momcilovic lost his footing outside, almost threw it away, but the possession saved by Jefferson. Cyclones by 1. Jefferson, a 3 is an air ball, and Caden Powell tries to save it in bounds. He'd be better served to have let that one go out of bounds, but instead it's going to be out of bounds off Baylor.
Yeah, I think he was expecting 3 or 4 Iowa State guys to be chasing that thing down. Just never got his hands on the ball. Bears need another stop here.
So Cyclones inbound with 3.9 seconds on the shot clock. Lipsy the inbounder. Looking, inbounds to Plata. One big step, scoops it up, shot no good, got his own miss, and put it in.
That's another offensive rebound for Iowa State. That's 11 now in the ball game, and that's been a problem. I mean, they have been great on the glass. They're better at home on the offensive glass than they are on the road for sure.
That one gets the crowd going. They're on their feet. Here's a near steal at midcourt. Isaac Williams, working against two defenders, saves the possession. Now passes it up the floor. After all that, 13 seconds on the shot clock. Obi Agbum directs traffic from the left wing. He'll shoot a three. It's no good by Agbum. Rebound uncontested by Heisey.
You know, the challenge here is you can hear the crowd getting into it. You can't get sped up offensively. That's a quick shot, not a bad shot. The Bears, I think, were hoping for better.
Heisey, top of the key, gives to Plata. Now to Bateman. Bateman on the right side. Back to Heisey, top of the key with 10 to shoot. 12 and a half minutes on the game clock. Iowa State 52, Baylor 49. Here's Jefferson backing down Yesufu. Kicks right side. Lipsey's three. No good. Rebound Obi Agba.
Good stop. Great defense in the low post on Jefferson. Maybe throw it out of there.
Baylor trails by 3 with possession of the ball. Agbum across midcourt. Going to hand it to Isaac Williams. Looks to the sideline. Steve Henson has the whiteboard showing the play to the team. Williams to Agbum, back to Williams, now 7, now 6, now 5 to shoot. Williams to Agbum off the curl, a 3 is no good. Boy, he had an open look.
He did. That's exactly what they wanted. They were patient, got the shot they were looking for, just didn't go.
Under 12 minutes here in the second half. Iowa State leads by 3 over the Bears. Plata hands to Lipsey. He drives in the paint, runner no good, loose ball, tipped back out to Lipsey. To the left corner, to Bateman. His 3 is no good. Isaac Williams, how about the rebound position he had inside Plata?
That is textbook rebounding. And when you're Isaac Williams at 6'1", you're trying to keep a 6'11" guy off the glass. Not easy to do. What he did was get to his legs so the Plata could not leave the floor.
Timeout Bears, comes with 11:28 to play. It's a full timeout. We will step aside. 11 minutes, 28 seconds on the clock. Second half, Iowa State leads Baylor 52-49 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
29 State leads Baylor, 11:28 to play, second half. Let's close the book, if it's ever really closed, on the legend of LaFester Rhodes, who we like to talk about when we come to Iowa State. One of the great players in Cyclones history, played here in the late 80s, played against Steve Henson when Coach Henson was at Kansas State. LaFester Rhodes, most known for his 54-point game against rival Iowa, and that came in December of 1987. All-time scoring record by LaFester was 54 points. And to cap it off, Iowa State won that game 105-102 in overtime over rival Iowa.
You know, in our world, the legend of LaFester started with Dick Jose.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
sure.
Yeah.
Nick was here at the time.
He was here at the time.
Yes.
And every time we came here, we heard about the legend of LaFester.
That's exactly right.
I just like saying legend of LaFester.
Obviously, we both do.
We do.
But part of the history here of Iowa State basketball, LaFester Rhodes, the night he scored 54, pales in comparison to the night you and Vinny combined to score 62.
You know, you add them up, 50 and 12, you get 62.
The anniversary of which
there
is
you
coming
go.
up.
It is coming up. Well, in this one, John, Bears hanging in there. In fact, down by 3, and they'll have the ball. Iowa State continues to get to the offensive glass, but they don't have much to show for it. They've got 12 offensive rebounds, just 7 second chance points. Bears with 5 offensive rebounds and 14 second chance points. That is huge in this game.
That's a great point. Bears trying to get a top 10 road win today here in Ames. They trail by 3 as we resume play. On the perimeter, Obi Agnew has his pocket picked by Torrey, who will lay it in.
Yeah, just picked his pocket. I mean, I think Agnew was looking for a ball screen or something. Torrey just reached out and took it from him. That's a live ball turnover, and that's now 12 points for Iowa State off 7 Baylor turnovers.
54-49, 5-point lead for the Cyclones. Agnew, far side of the floor, back to Card. Deep 3, no good. I would say within his range, It was way out there. Rebound pulled down by Blake Buchanan. Buchanan hands it to Lipsy. Lipsy into the front court. Cyclones lead by 5 with 10:40 to play in the second half. Lipsy to Momcilovic, 3.
Gosh.
Is good.
Man,
Sweet looking shot by Milan Momcilovic.
And that was from another county. I mean, when he comes off of a screen, he is cocked and ready to fire. His range is unlimited.
Leading three-point shooter in the country, percentage-wise and in number of threes made. Momcilovic gives Iowa State their biggest lead today at 8 points. Mikey Ratai is back on for Baylor. Crowd really juiced now. Here's Carr, a 3. It is no good. Right side. And a battle for the loose ball. Finally picked up by Killian Torrey. Up the floor to Momcilovic. Back pass to Lipsy. Now to Torrey. Down the left side of the floor to Bateman. Drives in on the baseline left. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebound pulled down by James Nagy.
That's what he's out there to do. That's his 3rd rebound of the game. Bears needed a stop there. They've got to answer here, now down by 8.
Tunde Yesufu caught in a trap along the sideline, far side of the floor. Gets the pass away to Obi Agnew. Iowa State 57, Baylor 49. Here's Agnew to the free throw line. To Carr, right side, 3, no good, back iron. Fight for the loose ball. Lipsy dives to the floor to get it. Passes to Momcilovic. In transition, up for a 3, no good. Shot by Buchanan is blocked by James Nagy.
And again, that's what he's out there to do, is give rim protection, get rebounds, and make players alter shots. That time, he altered the shot of Buchanan by putting it completely out of bounds. It was in the first row of the Iowa State fans across the way.
How about that play by Nagy? The officials stopped play to wipe up a wet spot, perspiration on the floor. And kind of everything just stops for a moment with 9:08 to go. After that skid on the floor by Taman Lipsy to get that loose ball. That's the wet spot they have to wipe up. Cyclones lead it by 8. It's their biggest lead of the game, 57-49.
And, John, you knew that run was coming. It's not the last run we're going to see from Iowa State, but what the Bears needed to do is get stops, and they've gotten back-to-back stops. Now they've got to go to the other end and convert. And a guy that's been quiet in the second half is Tunde Yesufu. I don't think we've heard the last of him. He hasn't scored in the second half. He's a guy that can change the complexion of the game.
That it's a nearly 5-minute scoring drought by the Bears. Now trailing by 8, 7-0 run by the Cyclones, and out of the timeout, there's your man, Yesufu, banks it in.
You know, they went to him. They got him planted in the deep low post. He's guarded by Heisey, and if they can get the ball to him there, he can score.
57-51 is the score. Bears climb back within 6. Yesufu, 9 on the day. Just 3 of 10 shooting. But still 8.5 minutes to play. 3 left side, no good. But a follow-up jam in by Blake Buchanan.
Said a few minutes ago, Iowa State is racking them up on the offensive glass, and they haven't had second chance points to show for that work. Now they're getting some of those. And you can hear what a play like that does to the 14,000 people that are here.
Coach Drew wants a timeout, knowing this crowd is really amped up. This will be a 30-second timeout. Nope, full timeout, so we will step aside. Timeout Baylor, 8:21 to play. Cyclones have this sellout crowd on their feet, leading 59-51 over Baylor on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Kids can now join the Baylor Cub Club, the official kids club of Baylor Athletics, presented by Green Eye Associates. Fans 12 and under can register for the low cost of $25 and gain exclusive benefits and access to Baylor Athletics events. Members receive free admission to select events, exclusive giveaway access, and their own membership package. To register your Cub, please visit BaylorBears.com/Cub Club. Sign your Cub up today. Energy, passion, unforgettable moments. That's Baylor softball at Getterman Stadium. From walk-off wins to jaw-dropping defense, this team delivers excitement every time they take the field, and season tickets put you right in the middle of it. Lock in your seat for every pitch, every rally, and every big moment this spring. Season tickets guarantee your spot for marquee matchups against Texas, Texas A&M, and more. Get your Baylor softball season tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home with First Central Credit Union. We are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Powered by Hellberg's. Fans, don't miss out on Texas Top 50 Barbecue. Located conveniently right off Highway 6 outside Waco at Hellberg's Barbecue. Hellberg's offers catering, daily specials, and more to barbecue lovers from across Texas. Hellberg's Barbecue, salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Well, Bears have really hung tough in this game, and their effort has been off the charts good, playing against number 7 in a really hostile home arena for Iowa State. The lead is now 8 for Iowa State. We've got 8:21 to go in the ball game, and the mission, I think, again, John, is keep it within striking distance, keep that lead manageable, Iowa State's, so that when we get to the 5 to grind, Bears have an opportunity to put a little run together and have a chance to win this game. They have played well enough to win this game. It's going to take some stops, and I think on the offensive side, I'm really interested to see if the Bears continue to go back to Tunde Yesufu in the low post. That's where they, at least that last possession, if Iowa State doesn't do something differently, they were able to get it to him, and when he catches it deep low post, guarded by a guy 6'3", 6'4", he is going to score.
Bears down by 8 equals their biggest deficit today, and you heard that crowd really get going following that Buchanan follow-up jam. Man, that got them out of their seats, and that's partly why these Cyclones are so good. That's sort of why when you talk about Hilton Magic, you know what that means. They play so well in front of these fans here in Hilton Coliseum.
They do, and they're really good anywhere, but in this Coliseum, they're double digits better than they are anywhere on the road.
Sometimes Kansas City is Hilton South at the Big 12 tournament. Here we go back to play. Baylor's ball down by 8, 59-51. Isaac Williams will drive to the basket. Contact shot, no good. Lipsy tried to draw the foul there, or draw the charge. There was no call, but Isaac Williams missed the runner. Now Lipsy into the front court. Passes to Heisey, right wing. To Torrey, left wing. He'll drive to the baseline left. Back to Lipsy. Drives across the paint. Runner scoops it up, and it rolls in for Taman Lipsy.
And that was a great Congo screen by Jefferson. He had his guy pinned, and Lipsy was coming around, and I think it was Williams trailing the play, could not stay with him, and the helper was nullified by Jefferson.
10-point lead. First double-digit lead today by Iowa State. Pass to the corner. Yesufu's three. Misses everything. Rebound, Joshua Jefferson. Jefferson up the floor. Baylor scrapping at that loose ball. He'll pass it back out to Lipsy. 7:10 to play. Cyclones, their biggest lead today. 61-51. Make it 63-51. Back-to-back lay-ins by Taman Lipsy.
And we saw it in Waco. When Iowa State needs something, they need a big bucket or a big play, they're handing the ball to Taman Lipsy. He scored back-to-back buckets, and the lead is now 12.
13-2 run by Iowa State. There's a near steal by Lipsy, went airborne to try to tip that ball inbounds. He did, but right to Isaac Williams, and then Williams into the front court was fouled.
You know, the pressure by Iowa State is relentless. It just is. That's one of the reasons they're the sixth best defensive team in the country. And somehow you've got to break that pressure down. The Bears have been able to do it in the first half with skip passes, some backdoor cuts. I think you're going to need to see more of that because right now Iowa State on the perimeter, reaching, grabbing, number 6 in the country in turnovers forced a game.
Lipsy to the bench. Baylor's ball. That foul was on Killian Torrey. That is his third today. Bears down by 12 on the road to Iowa State. Yesufu, right corner. Step back three. No good by Yesufu. Boy, had a good look. Didn't miss by much. Now he gets the steal. And the dunk, as Iowa State got a little lax with that drop-off pass, and Yesufu made him pay.
Yeah, just a heads-up play by Yesufu, and those are the kinds of plays he will make. He gets turnovers. He converts those at the other end. Needed that one badly.
Bears down by 10, 63-53. Drive, layup, good from the left side by Milan Momcilovic.
You know, it's been hard for Iowa State to score for the most part in this game. Last 3 minutes, that has not been the case.
They've hit their last 5 field goals from the floor. Baylor's missed 8 of their last 10. Here's Isaac Williams into the paint. Kicks it back left side. 3 by Agbum, no good. Caden Powell, the offensive rebound and the putback.
Great work by Powell, and that Bears going to have to make threes, I think, to have a chance in this one. Down by just 10, but when you're relying so heavily on that, you got to get to the boards. Caden Powell with another offensive rebound and putback.
It is 10, 65-55, Iowa State. There's a reach and a foul on Obi Agbum, trying to keep track of Momcilovic.
Yeah, it's a good foul. Coach Drew calls those goody fouls. That's just the second team foul against the Bears in the half. If he doesn't commit that foul, Momcilovic is laying it in.
That's a great point. Only the second team foul, second personal on Obi Agbum. Inbounds, down low, Joshua Jefferson banks it in.
Yeah, Bears going to need to go to a zone or something because Iowa State has figured out that man defense. We'll see what they do next possession.
67-55, Iowa State leads. Williams penetrates, kicks it back to Agbum. Agbum looks to drive, passes left corner. Yesufu looking to drive on the baseline, now comes back out. Pass to Williams. He will drive, layup, no good by Isaac Williams. He hit the deck, no foul either way. Iowa State with the rebound, and they've got the ball with a 12-point lead over Baylor.
Yeah, Bears haven't scored in a while, and when that's the case, you got to get stops.
4:44 remaining in this game. Cyclones have really opened it up. To the baseline to Jefferson, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Isaac Williams. That is 4 on the day on Williams, Pat, but his first here in the second half.
Yeah, he had 2 in the first 2 minutes of the game. And again, the Iowa State buckets, John, are coming really easily. I mean, they have made their last 5, but I would say at least 3, maybe 4 of those made buckets were layups.
Lipsy back on the floor. He's the inbounder. Drops it inbounds to Jefferson. Jefferson wearing the pink shoes. Passes right side to Bateman. Now back to Jefferson. Jefferson guarded by Isaac Williams to Momcilovic. Momcilovic step back 3. Got Williams off his feet and drew the foul, and that is 5 on Isaac Williams.
And you just know it's coming. I mean, he is such a crafty player, Momcilovic, and he's such a threat. The best three-point shooter in college basketball, and you're coming out at him. If he gives you any glance at that three-point shot, you are off your feet looking to block it, and he just played Isaac Williams like a fiddle.
So Isaac Williams is fouled out with 4:16 to play. We've got a timeout on the floor. Iowa State leads Baylor 67-55. You're listening to Baylor Big 12 basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas, which means the Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today.
Right now, qualified lessees can lease a rugged new 2026 Tundra SR5 for $519 a month for 36 months, with $49.99 due at signing. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for offer details. Offer available in select states and ends 3/2/26.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
As always, by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, proud championship partner of Baylor Athletics. And brought to you by Pepsi. Hey, Bears fans, this basketball season, make Pepsi your go-to game day drink because it's the only drink for basketball watching. Pepsi, that's what I like. Proud partner of Baylor Athletics.
Well, coming into this game, Baylor had out-rebounded its opponents in 8 of 10 conference games. Not the case today, as Iowa State is almost doubled up Baylor on the glass. 35-20, Cyclones lead in that category. And I think in the last 4:16 of this game, they're just going to have to keep Iowa State from getting multiple shots. They have 14 offensive rebounds. Got to get stops, and you get stops with defensive rebounds. See what the Bears can do here. The Bears in a bit of a drought scoring the basketball, as Iowa State has made the run that you would fully expect them to make. Bears have missed a few. Got to make them with 4:16 to play, down by 12.
Bears had won 2 straight coming into this game. Knew it would be a tall task, taking on 7th-ranked Iowa State, undefeated on their home floor this year. And it was a 4-point game at halftime, 37-33. Baylor came out, outscored the Cyclones 9-4 to start the second half. But right about that point, Cyclones kind of turned it on and really have not turned it off yet.
Yeah, that's right. And it was a timeout by T.J. Otzelberger when the Bears had seized the momentum in the second half. And since that time, I think between media timeouts, Iowa State went 6 of 8 from the floor, and the shots they were getting were high percentage.
So the officials looked at the monitor during the timeout to see if Momcilovic was shooting a 3 or a 2 when he was fouled by Isaac Williams. It was a 2. So Momcilovic 2 free throws, and predictably he hits both of those. He's 7 of 7 at the line today. And the lead grows to 14, 69-55 Iowa State.
You know he's a good free throw shooter when he gets mad when he hits the rim. On a make.
That's right.
Yep.
He's going to be doing some extra shots after the game. 69-55. Nice pass from Agbum to Yesufu, breaking the bucket, and he was grabbed and fouled.
Yeah, and during the timeout, I'm sure that's what they drew up, because Yesufu has had an advantage. It hadn't been there much, but that was the play I think they wanted. Yesufu being guarded in the low post. He drew a foul in the process.
Foul on Heisey, his first of the day. Bears inbound to Caden Powell, tries to hand it back to Agbum. Ball knocked out of bounds, will stay with the Bears. Baylor will inbound again from the baseline. 4:04 on the game clock, 20 on the shot clock. Cyclones lead it by 14.
You know, I wonder if they called a foul there on Bateman.
Oh.
Didn't look like, I mean, it looked like a foul.
You know,
it didn't
you're
look
right.
like they called it.
Yeah.
But that is 16 fouls against Iowa State.
You're exactly right. Thank you. Bateman, his first personal. Inbounds to Yesufu. Oh, he falls down, but the ball rolls to Mikey Ratai, and then Ratai is fouled by Joshua Jefferson. So for the first time today, Baylor is in the bonus.
Yeah, and the Bears have taken just 6 free throw attempts in this game. Iowa State doesn't put you on the line very much. But now, good news, and this is a real positive for Baylor. Down 14, 3:57 to play. They're in the bonus and can decrease that lead without losing time on the clock. But you got to make them here.
It is Michael Ratai at the free throw line. He is 80% in Big 12 play, shooting free throws. First one is short, no good. Taman Lipsey the rebound. So in the 1-and-1, he can't get to the bonus. Remains 69-55, Iowa State leading. Jefferson dribbling on the perimeter, right side. Dribbles top of the key, give to Heisey. To Bateman for 3, in and out, no good. Loose ball tipped out to Ratai on the run. Ratai on the run out, lost the handle, picked up by Bateman. And a steal, a near steal. And now it is a turnover. Near steal by Yesufu, saved in bounds by Bateman. Runner, no good by Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, the Bears blew a couple of opportunities to cut into that lead. They've gotten stops, but just don't have anything to show for it.
I don't think I gave that justice. That ball changed hands about 3 or 4 times in there. Here's Jefferson, drives in for the dunk, and he is fouled by Caden Powell. Caden says, not while I'm out here.
Yeah. And
Picks
on
up personal foul number 2.
Yeah, Judd, on that last play, too. I mean, possession of the basketball, if you don't have numbers, and Ratai did not, he'd been much better served just to hold it and let his offense come up the floor behind him, get set, and make the best of a possession here down 14.
So it is Jefferson at the free throw line. First one is no good. He's had a rough day at the line. He's missed 4 of 5 free throws so far.
Yeah, that's strange. But Iowa State, not a good free throw shooting team. They got a couple of elite free throw shooters, but as a team, they're number 14 in the league.
Second one good by Jefferson. Had a huge game in the 10-point win in Waco. 19 points, 17 rebounds in that 10-point win January 7th. Free throw there puts Iowa State up by 15. Their biggest lead today. 70-55 Cyclones. Michael Ratai, right wing to Agbum. 3 is good by Obi Agbum.
Boy, they needed that. And now 2:42 to play. They're going to step up some pressure. But I think, again, right now it's just stops.
70-58 is the score. 12-point lead for Iowa State. They've got possession of the ball. Heisey dribbling on the left wing. Passes right wing to Momcilovic. They're smart with a 12-point lead. Going to burn some clock here. Now to Taman Lipsey. Now with 8 to shoot. He drives into the paint. Leaner is good. Couple of bounces on the rim and rolls in for the veteran Taman Lipsey.
You know, he's not scoring a lot. He's got 12 in the game now, but every one of his buckets, John, were buckets that allowed Iowa State to separate.
Obi Agbum tries to pass it along the near sideline. It's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Bateman. So it'll be Baylor's ball to inbound in front of their bench. 2:03 to play. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Cyclones lead 72-58.
You know, it's really hard to get the stops I've been talking about against Iowa State in this arena because they run their offense so incredibly well. Number 6 in the country, not only in defensive efficiency, but offensive efficiency as well.
Caden Powell gives to Obi Agbum. To Powell, top of the key. Puts the ball on the floor, into the paint. Working against Torrey. Extra pass. Shot is up and in by Tunde Yesufu.
Yeah, great pass by Powell. Just backed his way into the lane. He was on the Big 12 logo right in the middle of the lane, and he got the backdoor cutter he was looking for in Yesufu.
72-60, 12-point lead for the Cyclones with 1:32 remaining. Jefferson hits Heisey. Outside the arc, right side of the floor. Back outside to Momcilovic. Now to Jefferson, now to Torrey. 7 to shoot. Back to Jefferson. 5 to shoot. He'll drive on Ratai. Kick right side. Heisey's 3, no good. Rebound Ratai.
There's one.
It's a stop by Baylor. Shot clock violation. A miss on the 3 by Heisey. Pass to Tunde Yesufu. He spins to the basket, slips down, and is tied up. Possession arrow does favor Baylor.
Yeah, bailed out by the possession arrow. but the Bears will stay with 20 on the shot clock here. John down by 12 with the ball. 1:01 to play in the half. It's going to take some special plays. It's going to take a few threes, but they're capable.
Inbounds, it comes to Cam Carr. Carr gives it back to Agbum. Double team to Carr for three.
There
it's
it is.
Good by Carr.
That's a big one, and that's the kind of special shot they're going to need. And now a turnover. Bears force it on the inbounds
Yesufu
play.
has the ball. Shot up, no, but he's fouled. So how about that? They got the takeaway in the back court, and now they'll get free throws.
So think about that. They're down 12 with 1:01 to play. They get a three, a quick steal of the inbounds pass by Yesufu. A couple of free throws here make it a 5-point possession, and they're not losing much time on the clock.
Yesufu, 13 on the day. First free throw, rims out, no good. In the act of shooting, he'll get 2. Carr with that 3 has 22 points today. Agbum, second high scorer for Baylor with 15. Yesufu gets his 14th point as he hits the second free throw.
So it's a 4-point possession. The lead is now 72-64, 48 seconds to play. Obviously, Bears step up pressure.
Pressure in the backcourt and a steal by Cameron Carr. Carr will drive, shot no good, got it back, and he dunked it home.
What a play by Cameron Carr. Blocked from the backside, but he stayed alert and in the game, picked it up and dunked it home.
72-66. It is a 6-point game with 35 seconds remaining. Now Iowa State plays keep away. Momcilovic has it. It's the last guy you want to foul. Give to Heisey. Now to Torre underneath to Lipsy. Could have shot it. Instead, he backs it out of there. Give to Jefferson, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line. Foul is on Cameron Carr. How about that flurry by the Bears? A 8-0 run to close within 6 points.
And that took what, John, 15 seconds? Something like that. Not much more than that, if any. But that last foul that they committed on Jefferson was by design, although that is just a 16th foul against the Bears, not in the bonus yet. So they'll quickly foul. They fouled Lipsy, and that gets Iowa State into the 1-and-1.
So it'll be Lipsy going to the line. 19.2 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Cyclones lead by 6, 72-66. Lipsy is 2 for 3 shooting free throws today. That one's short, no good. Rebound Baylor. So here come the Bears within 6. Carr on the right wing to Yesufu, top of the key. 9 seconds to play. Yesufu the drive, and the ball's knocked out of his hands. 8.4 seconds remaining. Baylor within 6 and inbounding on their own baseline.
Yeah, with 8.4, it's got to be a 3 here. A 3 and then a quick steal or another missed free throw by Iowa State. But first things first, got to get a 3 down. 2-possession game.
Agbum, the inbounder for Baylor. Stations, give you a chance to identify yourselves in just a moment. Inbounds, right back to Agbum. 3, no good. Rebound, Yesufu. 3 right corner is good with 1 second to play. It's a 3-point game. Timeout, Baylor. Yesufu's 3 pulls Baylor within 3 at 72-69. Let's pause here. 10 seconds for station identification. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
Well, down to the final second, literally. Quite a run by the Bears, an 11-0 run by the Bears over the last 1 minute, 44 seconds. Pat has them within 3, a 1-possession game. The officials do look at the clock, put 0.2 of a second back on, so 1.2 seconds to play.
You know, he said even when the Bears were struggling and out of the gate slow in Big 12 play, the effort was never an issue, ever. And you look at this now, it's not only an 11-0 run, it's a 14-2 run over the last 2.5 minutes. So they have never died in this game, ever. When you think about it, now need a little more time than 1.2 seconds, but to get it to 72-69 when they were down, 14?
14, right.
It says a lot about this team. It is hard to do on the road against number 7 in the country in this arena.
Yeah, it was 72-58 with a little over 1 minute to play. And here we are now with 1.2 seconds to play at 72-69. Let's see what the coaches draw up here. What do you do with 1.2 seconds to play down by 3?
Well, first thing you got to do as soon as the ball is inbounded, you've got to foul.
Quick as possible.
Yeah, but it's not going to be, well, beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah.
You'd like to keep Momcilovic off the line, but you just need the clock to stop.
All right, Heisey is the inbounder. Other 4 players. Baylor runs a play they call football with all 5 out of bounds. This is not all 5 out of bounds, but the other 4. Now break to the other end, inbounds to Momcilovic. They can't get to him, and that's the ball game. What a game. Bears close within 3 in the final seconds, but Iowa State holds serve at home, winning over Baylor 72-69, the final score.
And John, a great effort, a super effort by the Baylor basketball team. The expectations were low for this team by everybody in college basketball to come in here and doesn't feel good to lose, but a lot of really good teams are going to leave this place unhappy, particularly in conference play. But this team played well today. I thought they played well enough to win, and the idea is carry this momentum forward and begin to make a run starts with BYU next week. But this is a different basketball team than we saw even a couple of weeks ago.
Well, you can see the improvement just continues for Baylor, even though they'll come home without a win today. Final score, Iowa State 72, Baylor 69. Stay with us. The First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up year sales event at Allen Samuels in Waco. Get the 2025 Ram 1500 Lone Star with 0% for 72 months or 3.9% for 72 months, plus 10% below MSRP and $2,000 in Black Friday select inventory cash. Check out the huge selection of 2026 Ram 2500s, now with $4,000 combined bonus cash allowance, backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Hurry, these year-end savings won't last long at Allen Samuels.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Welcome back to Hilton Coliseum in Ames, Iowa, where the homestanding Iowa State Cyclones, number 7 in the nation, win their 21st game of the year today, knocking off Baylor 72-69, the final score. Iowa State now 21-2 overall. They are 8-2 in the Big 12. They run their record to 13-0 on their home floor. Bears have their short 2-game winning streak snapped. Baylor now 13-10 Baylor is 3-8 in the Big 12. Welcome into the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. And Pat, it does end the winning streak at 2. But again, doing some good things today. I think there's still more to build on for this Baylor team coming out of this game.
There's no doubt about that. And the good news is they played well today. They played well enough to win. And that I think was obviously the goal, is to win this game. But they wanted to continue the momentum that they've been able to build, winning back-to-back, coming into this game, feeling really good about their game. And I don't think this puts a chink in that armor at all. I think they're going to leave here feeling like, the disappointment of not winning a game on the road, a signature win, but they'll have another couple of opportunities for a signature win next week, and I like their chances.
Yeah, the opportunities just keep coming, don't they? BYU coming into Foster Pavilion on Tuesday. 72-69 the final today. Cyclones hold serve at home, sweep the 2-game regular season series over Baylor. We're brought to you in part by the Greater Waco Chamber. Whether you're a member business or considering membership, optimize the opportunity to gather and grow your business with us. Go to wacochamber.com/activate to explore the benefits of membership. Back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 72-69 the final. Iowa State over Baylor on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Texas Golf Carts has been providing sales, service, and leasing to Central Texas since 1993. We offer many different parts and accessories from various manufacturers and are the only authorized Yamaha and Club Car dealer in Central Texas. Visit our new location off Highway 6 in Waco or call us at 848-5991 and let us know what you are looking for, and we'll provide the expertise in meeting and achieving your desires and specifications. We are also proud supporters of the Baylor Bears. Sick 'em, Bears.
Are you tired of slow internet? Are data caps and throttling making it impossible to stream your favorite shows and movies? If so, it sounds like it's time to switch to Nextlink Internet. With Nextlink, there are no data caps and no throttling, just super fast internet speeds, up to 1 gig over wireless in some areas. Plus, Nextlink is an official partner of Baylor Athletics. So don't wait another minute. Give Nextlink a call or go online to nextlinkinternet.com to see what special offers are available to you. Blazing fast internet is just a click or phone call away. Sick 'em, Bears.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB Your Bank for Life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back courtside postgame from Ames, Iowa. Baylor drops a 72-69 decision to the Iowa State Cyclones today. Welcome back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Thanks also to Nextlink, bringing you our Courtside Cam. Nextlink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Courtside Cam ×2 as Cam Carr joins us here postgame. And, gosh, you guys battled till the very end in a tough environment against a really good team. You guys really left it out there today.
Yeah, man, I think our team, we've taken steps in the right direction. We showed it today. Still got areas to improve and grow on, but man, I'm excited for this team. We got a bright future for us.
Yeah,
next couple days. Yeah.
Even with the loss, I mean, there's steps of progress you could see today.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we're starting to figure it out. We're getting there. We really are. And at some point, it's gonna have to stop. We're getting there, and we got it. So, yeah. I think that's the next step for us.
Well, and you guys were down 14, I think it was, and then went on an 11-0 run over the last minute and 45. talk about that. I mean, what was the attitude in the huddle? I mean, because you guys were making plays.
Yeah, we were just, man, we staying in it. We can't get separated. Everyone's going to make a run in the game. And so just staying locked in and dialed into what we do, and don't let their run and the crowd separate us as a team. So I think for us that was a really big step. We're starting to find some consistency in the second half and carry over. So I was proud of my guys.
Talk about a play that you made there at the end. And I just want to talk about it because I can't believe it even happened. When you went up and were blocked from the backside, and I mean, I'm surprised you even were able to find the ball.
Yeah.
You catch it and dunk it in one motion.
Yeah. No, man, God has blessed me with the ability to jump and some really long arms. So I think sometimes I can do things like that. But, man, I just proud of my guys. I got to give everything to them. They played their butt off today, and they did the right things and were saying the right things. And so I'm excited and happy for, of course, not losing, but the step that we took. And so, man, that was a tough one today. I'll be honest.
You know, you're spreading the praise around to your teammates, but take a little yourself, because you and Tunde played all 40 minutes of this game today, and Obi also. 3 of you guys played all 40 minutes.
Yep. That's just what we had to do. That's what our coaches wanted us to do, and our team needed to step up in. And, man, I'm young, so and Tunde's young too. And I don't know about Obi, but we're young, so we should be able to have fresh legs and keep going. So, man, I was proud of the way we fought and then stayed in the game. And even when they were making their run and it was getting really loud in here, we just continued to do what we do and stayed the course. So,
yeah, I know you don't like talking about your individual effort, but, I mean, you look at your line for the second game in a row, just so efficient. I mean, you had 24 points. Again, not a lot of shots. You had 15. 24 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and no turnovers. I mean, do you feel like you're on a bit of a roll?
I wouldn't consider a roll unless you win. I feel like there's areas I can still be better, and I can be better for my teammates. And so I just got to sharpen up and watch film and see the areas that I miss my teammates and that I can do better. So, yeah, I might have had a efficient game, but, man, I got to give credit to my guys. They put me in a situation to trust and believe in me and making shots, and so I did that for them.
Well, another great opportunity for you guys with BYU coming to Waco on Tuesday.
Yep, I'm excited. That's going to be a big game for us, and, man, I think we're going to have a good turnaround. Losing sucks. You don't like the taste of losing, so it's going to be a big step for us in the right direction and bringing the right energy and staying positive. So
good. Hey, we appreciate the visit. Thanks very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right. Cameron Carr with us, 24 points, game-high scorer today for the Bears. 3-point loss, 72-69 the final.
Good job.
More to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. Pat's final stats. Look at the stat sheet from today. And still to come, our postgame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew comes following a 72-69 loss by Baylor to Iowa State. We're brought to you in part by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. Keep it right here. Coach Drew is coming our way. We'll visit with him. Coach Drew's post-game comments brought to you, as always, by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. The Bears fall by 3 to the Cyclones, 72-69 the final score. And, Coach, no lack of effort. You guys were battling to the final end today.
Yeah, I was really proud of our effort, and our execution has come a long way this season. I know Baylor fans, we all had the same frustration early on in conference, but one thing I think Baylor family you can be proud of is these guys, they've persevered, and it's hard coming from an area where everybody's on you and everybody's against you, and you persevere, you come together. Seen great strides in this group spiritually, academically, and on the court, and I'm proud of them for that. We're a different team than we were in the beginning of conference. Some of that is because obviously we're all together for the first time, and it's taken a little time to gel and come together and find out what we can do and what we can't do. And with this effort, with this execution and energy and attention to detail, was it perfect? No, otherwise we'd have won the game. But we're not the same Baylor team we were in the beginning of conference, and I think the fans, hopefully you appreciate that, because this was a great effort up here. I mean, this is This place is rocking, and your guys went toe-to-toe with them.
Coach, you played against a team that really turned you over, but you only turned it over 9 times today.
And that's something we've worked on, tried to get better at, and I wish we'd have done more early on in the season to help us alleviate that. And obviously, playing 4 guards helps with some of that as well. Again, it's one of those things where I think all parents can say there's times where your kid really puts out the effort. You don't get the result, but you're proud of them.
Yeah. And you had 3 different guys play 40 minutes today. I know with Isaac Williams got into foul trouble, and then your cupboard was bare without Dan Skillings today. But you talk about great effort. That's great effort from 3 different guys playing every minute of this game.
And that's something we talked about, just the mental compared to the physical. I mean, you can look no further than the Olympics. I mean, Lindsay's got a torn ACL, and she's trying to win a gold medal. And I know Coach Knight was always big in 4-to-1, mental over physical. And again, I think our guys that played 40 minutes, it was mental toughness tonight because, again, as you guys know, with this atmosphere and just the defensive intensity, they didn't have anybody play over 33 minutes except for one guy. And that guy's really good offensively, but he's not putting as much defensive pressure on you as the other guys. So they stayed fresh, kept the pressure up, and our guys didn't fold.
What do you take away from this game today moving forward and hosting BYU on Tuesday?
Everything I just said. So execution was better. I mean, you have 9 turnovers against this team that you can beat anybody. Second chance points was 21-9. You take that every day of the week, twice on Sunday. Defensively, we were really good, except for a couple stretches. And you could say that's fatigue. You could say that's execution. All the above. But at the end of the day, we gave ourselves a chance to, for most of the game, to be right there. And that's what great teams do. They have those 1 or 2 3-minute, 4-minute segments where they get separation, and they're mature enough and disciplined enough not to give it back.
All right, Coach, thanks for the visit. We appreciate it. Let's have safe travels home and welcome in the Cougars on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. And then Baylor fans, we need you all there early. We need you loud. And I can tell you one thing, the Foster with our students is a tough place to play. So we look forward to seeing you there. We are going to give you our best effort. Thank you for your support this year.
All right. Coach Scott Drew, his post-game comments brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Take a break. When we come back on the First Central Credit Union post-game show, Pat will look at all the final stats from this game. A 72-69 win by Iowa State over Baylor here in Ames. We'll have that when we come back on the First Central Credit Union post-game show. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 72-69 the final on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
It's the wrap-up the year sales event at Allen Samuels Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Waco. Drive the stunning 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee L with 0% financing for 60 months, or take $4,500 in combined bonus cash, plus $1,000 in select inventory cash. And right now, enjoy no payments for 90 days. Just sign and drive into the new year. These deals end soon, so hurry into Allen Samuels in Waco today.
Come by. Let's be friends.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy. We deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Postgame show brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Bears fall today 72-69 to the Cyclones. Pat, share with us the final stats.
Yeah, Coach Drew hit the high points in terms of some of the team stats individually. Let me give you a rundown here. We talked to Cameron Carr, 24-6, 3 assists, no turnovers. You just can't play a more efficient game than that. I guess if you make every shot, but 5 of 10, 3 of 4 at the free throw line, he was outstanding. Tunde Yesufu really turned it on down the stretch, had a lot to do with the Bears' comeback. He had 17, 10 in the second half, and most of those second half 10 points came under 7 minutes, maybe in the ball game. 15 points for Obi Agbam, 5th game in a row where he's been in double digits. Caden Powell was great, 8 points, couple of rebounds, 2 assists in the ball game, did not turn it over. And then Michael Ratai had a bucket, had 7 big rebounds. In fact, leading rebounder on the Baylor roster. James Najee played. He had a block shot, had 3 big rebounds in the game in just 8.5 minutes of play. Iowa State got 3 different players in double digits. Momcilovic with 21 in the game, a couple above his average in conference play. 15 points for Joshua Jefferson, 5 rebounds for him as well. Give Momcilovic 5 rebounds as well. Blake Buchanan, 4 and 4 in the game. Tamin Lipsey, leading rebounder in the ball game at just 6'1", 9 rebounds, 14 points in the game. 8 points for Nate Heisey. Killian Ture with 5, and then a couple other players get Iowa State up to 72. Bears shot it well in this game, 45.6%. They made 11 of 31 from the three-point line. Didn't get to the line as much as they had planned to, just 6 of 9 there. Compare that to 12 of 19 at the line for Iowa State. Cyclones made 50% of their shots. They were just 6 of 21 from the three-point line. Bears badly out-rebounded, 37-25 in this game. But as Coach Drew mentioned, it deserves repeating. 8 offensive rebounds by the Bears, which they turned into 21 second chance points. So a big margin, a disparity really there. Bears with 21 second chance points, Iowa State with just 9 in the game. Also noteworthy, Bears turned it over just 9 times. Compare that to 14 turnovers by Iowa State in this game. All that culminates in a 72-69 win for Iowa State. And, John, it is a disappointing loss, but you cannot underestimate how improved this team is over the last month.
Oh, no question. You saw it today in a hostile environment against a really good team that's undefeated on their home floor, and it ends up, a 3-point game with that late run by the Bears. 72-69 the final. Other games in the league today. Ours is the first final of the day. One is 2 seconds away from being a final. TCU, Iowa State's next opponent at home, is leading Kansas State by 1, 83-82. That shows 2 seconds to play in that game. We'll let you know when and if that is a final. 11th ranked Kansas leads Utah 64-54, 3:28 to play in the second half. Early on, top ranked and undefeated Arizona leads Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State coming off the win over BYU. Wildcats lead 11-6 early first half. Still to come later today, Arizona State at Colorado. Houston plays at BYU. 2 games tomorrow in the league. 13th ranked Texas Tech at West Virginia, and UCF plays at Cincinnati. Don't forget the Baylor women. 5 o'clock tip-off today, about an hour and a half away in Foster Pavilion, hosting Arizona State. All right, as we wrap things up, head back home, BYU. That's another big game and another really good opportunity for this team to continue to show the improvement that we're seeing right in front of us.
And John, we've talked about how the one thing that's missing this season for Baylor is a signature win. 2 opportunities to do that next week. Don't want to look beyond BYU, but it's BYU and Louisville. A couple of, if the Bears, at least they have the opportunity to get top 25 wins, and that's missing from their resume. And I think they're extremely capable of getting both of those. The way they're playing here, the effort I wish we had better words to describe it, but it is just it's impressive. It's inspiring how hard these guys play.
Yeah, you said it. Coach Drew said it, and it is very evident in watching them. 3 guys today played 40 minutes for the Bears. All right, it is BYU coming to Waco on Tuesday, 6 p.m. tip-off, 6 p.m. Make note of that for the Bears and the BYU Cougars. Hope you'll be there and give Baylor the home court advantage this team deserves again on Tuesday. Thanks again to Dr. Van Goodall, our network board operator today. Thanks to Josie Hutton from Athletic Communications, David Kay with us, courtside as well, speaking for them, and Pat Nunley. I'm John Morris. Final score, Iowa State 72, Baylor 69. So long from Ames, Iowa.
Have you been to the new location of